Click clack. Hello, hello. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, fellas. What is today? How many Wednesdays do we have left? I forgot to put the thing up on the screen. Is it 32? Are we at 32 Whiskey Wednesdays? Can somebody tell me if we're at 32 real quick? I think we're at 32. I'll get to shouts here in just a second. I want to get this up on screen because it is impotent. It's impotent. I think we're at. No, I think we were 32 last time. I think we're 31. No way. Are we really? Are we really 31? Export as. Yes. 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 Okay. Close that. Yes. Okay, and then we just got to put it on the actually put it on the thingy. Whiskey Wednesday countdown. Boom. Oh no, it didn't save. Are we there? See, why didn't it save? Hold on. I got it. And boom, there we go. 31 Whiskey Wednesdays left. Let's go. We are one closer. I feel like we should do something special for number 30. What do you guys think? I don't know what we could do. We should do something special. All right, let's get to the shouts. I see a lot of green in here, a lot of green in the chat. By the way, before we do anything else, I have to wish Blind Fury a very special happy birthday. I don't know how old he is. He's probably 60-something now, but happy birthday, Blind Fury. We love you. We appreciate you. Happy birthday. Secondly, Critical Roleplay, thank you for the $9.99. He doesn't even say anything, guys. He just shows up. He just drops $10, and he's like, "Here you go." He just likes throwing money at me. And other YouTubers as well. And I'm definitely not famous. Gifted a membership to Wilson's GG. All of that took place, by the way, before I even started the stream. So let's freaking go for the best community on the planet. And then Max Goof has claimed his 1-month membership. Says, "Let's go. Keep up the great content, Sav." Thank you, Max. Appreciate you. Okay, let's do some shouts. I already kind of gave Pickle a shout out. He was in here earlier. Let me get some music going here. If it gets too loud, let me know. But Pickle Diller was the first one again. I think that's 2 Whiskey Wednesdays in a row. But shout out Pickle Diller there. We also got Fatal NCG, Chili, Generic Jerry, T Burton, Linny, Blind Fury, Rolls, Meeks. What's up, Meeks? We also got DGB Danny. I haven't said that name before. Welcome to the stream. We got Rezi in the chat. The Meeks channel. Wait, hold on. There's a Meeks Z24 and a Meeks channel, both in here at the same time. That's weird. We also have Roman Plays. I'm scrolling. Rock'em, sock'em, bock'em. What's good? T Burton. Good old T Burt's in the chat. Josiah Rally. I think it's Josiah Rally. I hope it's not Hosea. Is it Hosea? No, it's Josiah. Let's see what else. We got Alex Hussein. Definitely never said that name before. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for more Whiskey Wednesdays and GTA 6 content. Welcome. Critical Roleplay. We got Willie B79. What's good? Luke Devon is here. Let's go. A lot of green names. Will Mac Daddy. With the SAV ASMR. Hey, big shout out to Will Mac Daddy, by the way, guys. He sent a good friend of his over to help me out with the website, and so far it's been awesome. So thank you, Will. I appreciate you, my dude. We'll have to have a conversation about some website stuff at some point when you're free. Display is here. What's good, Display? Generic Jerry. I've already said that. Let's see. Premium Lube. Never said that name before. I am certain of it. Welcome to the stream. We've got Wilson GG, who is now a member. Welcome, Wilson GG. Soviet Man, welcome. Definitely, I don't think I've seen you in here before. I saw you in VPA's stream last night, I think, because you were asking him about doing a podcast, I think. The same person, maybe? Snow MF Crash, what's good? Haven't said that name before. Welcome. A lot of new people in here tonight. I'm digging it. Flying Nimbus, what's good, man? Katie Faye, definitely haven't said that name. Welcome. Richest Swiper, definitely haven't said that name. Let's freaking go, guys. Let's see who else we got. Video mode, what's good? Racing Road. Racing Road just had a birthday too. I think didn't you just turn 21 like within the last week? Let me know in the comments, or let me know in the chat if you did. He said, hey Sav, I shot a snake today first thing in the morning. Oh no, you can't be shooting snakes, man. Snakes are good. The Kush Zone says, great content. What's good, man? Can only do so much. Good to see can only do so much back in the chat. I love saying his name. The Kush Zone I've never said before, so welcome. Ronnie McDonough, welcome to the stream. Hollow the Bird, Jade222. Lots of new people here tonight. Lenny, let's go. MZA Dog, what's good? The Disciple, what's good? Pluto Mode, Pluto Mods. I feel like I've said that one before. Midnight Vice is here. I think I got everybody. The list is getting longer. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, folks. I have really no expectations for this evening. We're just going to kind of play it by ear. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about why I thought we are going to get trailer 3 within the next 30 days. And before I get into any of that, let me just say I do not have any insider information. This is not like a, I have a feeling, wink, wink, nod, nod. This is a based on everything that I know about Rockstar and Take-Two and how they operate, I would be really surprised if we do not get trailer 3 by the 20th of May. I would be somewhat surprised if we did not get it by the 15th of May. So that's why I said I think we're getting trailer 3 in the next 30 days. And my reasoning behind that is mainly the Take-Two earnings call, right? Because we know that's going to be in May. There are rumors that it's going to be between the 15th and the 20th of May. If that is the case, and it does take place between the 15th and the 20th of May, which is normal for their earnings call in May, that would put trailer 3 dropping likely just a day or so, or maybe a few days before the earnings call. Now here's why, okay? Because some of you will be like, well, what if they drop it on the 26th of May, which was the original launch date, or some of you are saying earlier in May, like May 5th. I mean, they could do that, and they could do the other one too, but it's less likely in my opinion. And my main reasoning for that is, if you're thinking about this from Take-Two's perspective, if you're thinking about how do we get the most bang for our buck when it comes to the earnings call, how do we get people to reinvest in Take-Two Interactive stock, you do that by launching the trailer a couple of days before the earnings call, and then going into that earnings call with some massive numbers, like, hey guys, we got 125 million views in the first 24 hours on this, and we reconfirmed and recommitted to our fans that we're launching in November. Like, this is the deal, okay? So get in now. And it's worth mentioning, by the way, that Take-Two stock already has gone up by like $1 billion since that silly leak from the Shiny Hunters, or whatever the hell that hacking group name is. All they did was basically like roll out an advertisement for why you should be buying Take-Two Interactive stock. The biggest secrets and news we got was like $500 million a year from GTA Online, and over $5 billion are made in shark card sales in GTA Online since launch. I mean, good night. Talk about some capital. You know what I mean? I've put out many videos talking about this, and the rumor was, and there was some numbers floating around, nobody knew for sure, but we kind of thought between like 3 and 4 billion. Nobody thought it was 5. So $5 billion in shark cards. And there was another individual that had bought at least $1 million in shark cards just on his own. Like, that's insane. Not $1 million of shark card in-game money. He spent $1 million USD on shark cards for a video game, for pixels on a screen, for all those shiny new cars that they roll out for like $1.5 to $3 million a pop on GTA Online. Yeah, I was about to take a drink and I don't have any whiskey in here yet. We need to fix that. Our selection for the night is none other than Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple. Oh, we gotta get rid of this water. So yes, guys, I am firmly committing to GTA 6 Trailer 3 launching specifically in the window between the 12th in the 15th of May. And here's what I'll say. You guys, a lot of you guys know about the website, savgames.com. And we're now calling it 6 Hub, and we're going to be changing the domain name here in just a minute, and some other things. It's going from savgames.com to SAV 6 Hub HQ, SAV 6 Hub HQ, I think, something like that. But if you want all the stuff, GTA 6, all the news, all the articles, all the Reddit posts, all the data, all the patents, all the here, I'll just show you guys. I'll just show you. For those of you, oh, let me pull this down here. Let me move this up here. For those of you that have not seen the website yet, you're missing out. You need to go to the website. This is the homepage. When you get here, it'll prompt you to like create a login. It's totally free. You don't have to pay to access anything, okay? So log in, go to the website. Right at the top, you got the copium meter. This is just like the community hype meter. This is going to be slowly ticking up here in the next couple of weeks. Critical Roleplay with a $9.99 donation says, how excited are you to see how situations like getting pulled over and how they're going to play out? I think that's what I'm most excited for, because they could do so much off of that. Jason's a cop. You son of a bitch.
You are a worthless piece of shit!
You get both because you asked me a good question with a $10 donation. I love that. Hate the fact that you had a Jason's a cop on the end of it, but we'll let it slide. Critical Roleplay, thank you for the $9.99, brother. So I'm to answer your question, then we'll get back to the website stuff. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that we are going to see a huge change in how things operate with cops and like, you know, the interaction with NPCs and things like that. You can kind of see that in some of the screenshots. Also, the trailer. Also, the fact that in Grand Theft Auto 4, like cops could pull over vehicles, and I believe they could like search them and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I remember seeing like, I feel like I saw open trunks or something with cops having NPCs pulled over. So, and they took that out for GTA 5. I think they're probably getting back to that sort of immersive wanted level or cop search system, whatever. So thank you for the $9.99. Now, back to the website. So underneath the hype meter, you've got my most recent video. Underneath that, you've got a poll, which I need to update. Haven't updated that in a couple weeks. You've also got Spec of the Week, which we'll get to in a minute. This link will take you directly to Rockstar's website. This is the latest article about GTA 6. This is the hottest Reddit thread about GTA 6. This is a playlist of all my GTA 6 videos, and then you got some more news articles down here. Up at the top, and by the way, the layout's going to be changing, so hang in there. If you go here, this is what's really cool, guys. So you can go here, and let's say you want to take a gander at some of these little videos. Like I can sit here and play this, right? And this is from the website. You guys have all seen this. But what's really cool is you can go frame by frame with it. Let me do this one here. So you can go frame by frame and say, I want to take that picture there. Hit save frame. Boom, pops up on your screen. Download started. And if you go check your downloads, this exact frame that you stopped on is saved. If you zoom in and then do the same thing, it'll save that. Okay, so that's called the frame analyzer tool. You can slow things down, play things in slow motion. That includes the trailers, by the way. So you can go in here and you can go frame by frame with the trailers as well. So like you can see the dolphins here, shark in the water. You can stop here and be like, ooh, that's really cool. I want that for a screensaver. Save frame, boom, done. All right, so that's the frame analyzer tool. Really, really cool. All right. You also got all the screenshots, everything else you could possibly want is all right here. We're gonna be adding to this, by the way, but this is the baseline. You got all the latest news articles, okay? By the way, Lester's voice actor is kind of a bitch. I'm just gonna say that. And we'll come back to that. You also got the 6 Hub forum where we've got people talking about like different theories and posts and all that stuff. So that's gonna be awesome. A roadmap. Don't pay any attention to this. It's changing. The Spec Hub. So this is what I was ultimately getting to. So this is, let's see, we got some people posting here, which is awesome. So this is my speculation. This is my theory. This is my, I'm going all in on this. The investor call is in May. Take-Two will want to have something going into it. After the last 2 delays and the launch of Google's new Genie 3, gaming investors are antsy. I fully expect Trailer 3 before the call, and it makes the most sense that it comes within a few days of it. So I think trailer 3 will drop between May 12th and May 15th. That is my official guess, and I'm sticking to it. So there's other guesses in here. There's like a cred system, so you can go in here and be like, oh, you know, I really like this theory. I'm gonna go ahead and back this theory. I'm gonna put my cred behind it, and you can kind of do all that. There's also the Reddit posts, the leaks and insider info. I've got all the leaks broken down here with my take on all of them. We've also got an info and database here where you can go to the official like GTA6 mapping project and scroll around, look at all the stuff. You can come down here and look at the official wiki, which we're gonna update the wiki link. It's gonna be the new one, not the old one. We've got the GTA6 document, which is a PDF file with like 60 something pages in it that breaks down all the leaks without actually watching the leaks. And then down here at the bottom, you've got all the patents. These are all the patents that may or may not be applied to GTA 6, okay? And I'm not gonna show you what's in the vault because that's for members only. So that's the website. If you haven't seen the website, you're missing out. You definitely need to go check that out. Signing up is completely free. Members do get some extra benefits. Memberships are only $2.99 a month, I think. If you wanna become a member on the channel, you get a shout out. There's a bunch of other benefits along with custom emojis and all that stuff. Okay. Promo over. Let's get back to the comments and see what you guys are saying over here. Let me move this over here so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, we've got a couple donations here. $4.99 from Flying Nimbus says, shout out Critical Roleplay. So he sends me $5 to shout out somebody else that donated earlier. Let's freaking go, dude. Thank you, Flying Nimbus. I appreciate you. And then we've got Greg the Leg in the chat. He says, do you think there's still even a small chance that we get trailer 3 before April is over? Or are you leaning towards it coming in early to mid-May? A big part of me wants it to be April. Greg, I'm not going to lie to you, brother. Hold on, let me stop the music. I would love for trailer 3 to come in April. I would love it because I could tell you guys all about it and make more content about it. And it, you know, I'm just as curious as all of you as to what trailer 3 is going to be. However, from Take-Two's perspective and from the financial earnings side of things, it doesn't make sense to launch it in April unless it's at the very tail end of April. So I can definitely see like a April 25th to April 30th, but I can definitely see more May 12th to May 15th. So, but thank you for the $10, buddy. I appreciate the donation. All right, let's get to the chat and see what you SOBs are saying down here. Generic Jerry says 17 more days to 200, exactly where we were last year when the delay happened. Don't you say the D word in here. Don't you see the D word in here, Jerry?
One more word. Please give me one.
All right, Josiah Rowley says some people are saying that the earnings call is on the 7th of May, but that could be incorrect. I haven't heard anything about the 7th of May being the earnings call. The two different insider bits of information that I've heard through the grapevine is that it's likely either on the 15th or could be on the 21st, I think is the other date that they're tossing around. That's why I said I think we're gonna get trailer 3 in the the window of the 12th to the 15th. Midnight Vice with the $4.99. Let's freaking go, bro. He says, you're a genius, Sav. Thanks for making the side. I got to get on it ASAP. I signed up, but I haven't dived in yet. Now I can't wait. Trailer 3 in May, by the way. Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate you, Midnight Vice. Yes, you absolutely need to get on that site, brother. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? Generic Jerry says SOBs, tear face. Don't take offense, Jerry. It is a figure of speech, and I love you, SOBs. So, how many Whiskey Wednesdays will there be when trailer 3 drops? Okay, let's do the math. So today's Wednesday. Let's look here. We've got the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. So today, next one, the one after that, then the 6th of May. I think there's all the potential in the world for the 5th Whiskey Wednesday from now. We're talking about trailer 3. 5 Whiskey Wednesdays from now, we could be talking about trailer 3, guys. Well, that's including this Whiskey Wednesday, by the way. So really 4. After today, 4 Whiskey Wednesdays, I'm thinking, before we have trailer 3. So that's my prediction. That's my prediction. I'm sticking to it. I'm not gonna wager my hair again. We're not doing that. We've learned that lesson. But I'll bet something else on it. Maybe we can come up with something other than me shaving my head. Greg says some beach somewhere. That's right. Rezi says there are some speculations on the date, and most people are saying 15th of May. That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be the 15th. The 21st sounds a little late to me. T-Bert says, Sav, it actually wasn't one person that spent 1 million for shark cards. It ended up being some store account, basically. Ah, okay. That makes sense. All right. That makes more sense. I was going to say, who would spend $1 million on shark cards? Unless they're just like super rich and they just like have money to spend. It's probably some like prince over in Saudi Arabia just sitting on his ass buying shark cards all day. Next Door B says, Sav's a cop. Thank you for the $4.99, brother. I am most certainly not a cop. Thank you very much, but that's much better than seeing Jason's a cop. By the way, guys, we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to take some calls a little bit later, but T-Burton actually made a good point in the Discord earlier, which, by the way, if you haven't joined the Discord, use the link in the description to get to the Discord. Again, it's free. You can be a part of an awesome community that talks about Grand Theft Auto 6 all the time. But T-Burt brought up a good point. He said, what about those of us that can't get on a call because, you know, we're busy or we're at work or we can't whatever, but we can hop on there and drop you like a little voice message and then you could play that on the stream. Similar to what McTannen was doing before he killed his Discord. So we added that. I added that. There's a new page on the Discord. If you go to voice messages on the community hub, you can drop a voice message in there. If for some reason you try to drop one in there and it doesn't work, let me know, let the mods know, and we'll figure out why it's not working. So, okay. All right, let's get back to this here. They usually announce it 28 days ahead. 28 days ahead of what? I need some context on that one, Madrid. Your punishment is taking a shot of Malort. Punishment for what? Being wrong about trailer 3? I don't know what Malort is, but it sounds awful. Like, I don't think they could have picked a worse name. But, sure, yeah. No, I'm definitely not shaving my eyebrows, Lincoln. Sorry, that's not happening. We're 30 more episodes of GTA 6 o'clock, or GTA 6 o'clock away from the release of GTA 6. That's interesting. Spider Batman says, did you hear the rumor that the Sony State of Play was pushed down to April instead of the usual May, June? Do you think this is because of possible GTA 6 news? I doubt it. I mean, okay, because even if they drop trailer 3, like, okay, you watch the trailer, you know, it takes, what, 2-3 minutes to get through the whole trailer if it's a long one, and then you're done, right? I don't think they'd move the whole Sony State of Play for that. The game's not launching in May or June, so that's not happening. I don't think that has anything to do with GTA, to be honest. Jerry says, the day trailer 3 releases, all my plans for that day are out the door. I'm going to spend the whole day watching reactions and breakdowns. Well, I'll be there. Like, if trailer 3 drops, like, just randomly, I'm going to call in sick for the rest of the day, and I'm going to live stream for, like, 6 hours. We're doing it. We'll do it. It'll be a live reaction. Josiah Rowley says, Sav, when do you think the pre-orders will drop? Probably about a month after the trailer 3. If trailer 3 drops May 15th, I can see us getting pre-orders by June 15th. That's my guess. Could be wrong, but I mean, they could announce pre-orders with trailer 3. I don't know. Racing Road says, I think trailer 3 comes out June 6th because date 6/6/2026. My trailer prediction makes sense because 6 number lines up. I mean, they could, but trailer 3 is the third trailer. It's not like an extra special thing, you know what I mean? Like, trailer 1 didn't drop on that day. Trailer 2 didn't drop on that day, you know? Can't wait to see the cover art. Me too. Me too. Hopefully pre-orders will be attached to trailer 3. That'd be really nice, but I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves if we expect that. It's probably going to be more like a few weeks after. Just play with the $5 donation. Says, forgot to mention earlier on the theory thing for the roundtable, I had a big theory cooking and was going to post a video soon. Easier to give info on it. Okay, well, drop it in the, if you got a theory, guys, if you have a theory, like a solid theory that you think is true or you've got good reason for it, go to the Spec Hub on 6 Hub and drop your theory in there, okay? That's the perfect place to do it because then people can read your theory or reason for it, then people can get behind it and, you know, say, yeah, I think this guy's right, you know what I mean? So it's a cool place to drop theories. Sergeant Sav. Sav, yeah, I read the Reddit. Read that. Where were we? Oh, Abandoned says, Sav, are you becoming TGG? Did he give you some insider info and have you joined his cult? No, I am not a part of the TGG cult. But he's a cool guy. I don't have any insider info, guys. Like I'm not one of those bigger YouTubers that gets insider info. I'm purely basing all my thoughts and opinions off of what Rockstar has done in the past, what they're currently doing, what Take-Two has done in the past. Like I base my opinions on like grounded information that we have already and data. You know, I don't have any like wild theories necessarily that are kind of just based on hopes and dreams, but T-Bird says, yeah, I'd love to be able to get on chat, but the calls are usually when the rest of my family's already in bed, so I'm unable to. Well, there you go, T-Bird. You can drop me a voice message in the chat. Let me know if you guys can't get in there. Xenox says, Sav, do you want a dark and gritty, I guess you were trying to say, almost thriller-like story for GTA 6 or just Sunshine and Roses story? Definitely not Sunshine and Roses. I like more dark and gritty. I think the darker and grittier they make the story, the better, in my opinion. I've been saying for a while, I think they should make the story dark and gritty and make the world more like, you know, funny and silly and all that, so you kind of have a balance of both worlds. By the way, display, I forgot to do this. I'm sorry. Okay, Lazy Gun Guy says, how in-depth do you think fishing will be or hope it will be if you like fishing? I love fishing. I hope... So I'm going to be kind of pissed off if like you get on a boat, you know, go out to wherever, you cast a line and you just catch, you know, like the same type of fish over and over again, or like you get a handful of different fish or whatever. Like I hope the fishing is more in depth, like different rod styles, different bait styles. Like I hope you can specifically go fishing for sharks with like chum and, you know, things like that. I really hope that they go that route with it, and then take it a step further and say, okay, you've got to catch, right? What do you do with it? Well, you can either put it in a live well if you have a live well on your boat, or you can throw it in the ice chest in the hole, and then maybe you can like become a tuna fisherman, right? You can go out there and you can catch tuna or, you know, whatever kind of fish you want, or red grouper or whatever. Or not red grouper, red snapper and grouper and all these different types of fish. You can throw them in the ice chest, and then you know, putter back to the dock, and you pull up and you pull into a slip, and it basically, some guy comes out, he's like, oh, nice catch, you know, I'll pay you know, $600 for this, you know, so you can get paid. You can get paid to go fishing. That would be so cool, right? I would be doing that all the time. That would be like my favorite thing. I'd link up with Meeks. He's from the Bahamas, and he's got some fishing experience. We'd be out on the boat, and he'd be telling me exactly what to do. Take that spear gun out there. That's right, AM radio. Yeah, so that's what I think. That would be phenomenal. If Trailer 3 comes in May, you have to wear your banana suit, Sav. Okay, that's fine. When Trailer 3 drops, I'll put on the banana suit and live stream in the banana. Well, I don't know about the banana suit. Banana hat, definitely. That thing right up there that's hanging on the TV, that's my banana hat. I only bust that thing out on special occasions or if we hit like an exorbitant amount of donations during a stream. Racing Growth says, do you think there will be a parody of NASCAR in GTA 6? We have stock cars in GTA Online. For me, it makes sense if a version of Daytona Beach in the game. Oh, have a version of Daytona Beach in the game. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Let's go back to the website here, and we'll go over to the info and database. We'll click on, we'll make this full screen. We'll go to the mapping project and zoom in here. This to me, it looks like some kind of raceway, right? On the mapping project, you got the Galehorn International Raceway. We can see this much of it in the screenshot, but all the red is unknown, right? It's just kind of like, you know, this is the best guess. So I don't know, man. I think some version of this could be really cool. If there's another one somewhere, that could be really cool. But yeah, no, I'd be totally down for like a NASCAR track or racetrack or something. This looks more like a drag strip to me. I don't see any like big circle, all left turns. I totally understand why people like NASCAR. It's a cool sport, but it is funny. It's like, oh, they're making a left turn. Oh, they're making another left turn. That's what my dad always said growing up whenever I wanted to watch something like that. Okay, DGB Danny says, Sav, when trailer 3 drops, what do you think it's going to be about, and how many more trailers do you think we'll see? Somebody said something. I think that was during Vinyl Public Access's stream last night. Maybe, or I can't remember where it was, but somebody said, how cool would it be if trailer 3 was like a travel promo? Like some travel agency that was like, come visit Leonida, and it just like takes you around the whole state and shows you different things. I would much prefer that over like more story, you know, vague little story bits, right? I don't need to know anything more about Jason and Lucia personally, because I don't care. I mean, I really, like, if I'm being honest, like, don't get me wrong, I hope the story is good, and like, I shouldn't say I don't care. I care less about that than I do like the world. I want to know more about Leonida. I want to know more about, you know, where we're going to be, you know, fishing and living and boating and driving, and I want to see more of the map, you know, like what the hell is going on up here? You know what I mean? Like, what is this? These red stripes are because we have no idea what's up there. We don't know. Nobody knows. These guys are like taking all the locations that were leaked in 2022 and plotting them out because the leaks came with coordinates. Okay? And then they took the screenshots and the trailer footage and all those things. You can see it over here on the left side. Trailer 1, Trailer 2, screenshot, artwork, leak, confirmed location, speculative location, right? So these guys have broken this thing down, and look at how much of the northern part of the map is just completely unknown, right? That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I want to see what is going on up there. And I'll tell you this much. If we get trailer 3 and they don't show us shit on the northern part of the map, I'm going to be very, very intrigued by that and what that actually means. You know, that could mean that maybe this isn't blue up here. Maybe it's more green. Maybe this is connected to a larger landmass, right? I'm just saying, you know, that's pure Sav speculation, hopes and dreams, copium, whatever the hell you want to call it. But I really, really, really think there's something interesting going on up here, and that's why we haven't seen squat about it in 2 trailers and 70 screenshots. Not to mention the 90 minutes worth of, or the 90 clips worth of leaks that we got. Was it 90 clips or 90 minutes worth of leaks? I can't remember. But we've got a lot. We know a lot about this, right? We know a lot about this game. Why do we know nothing about the northern part of the map? Just saying. Tinfoil hat time, whatever you want to call it, but there's something going on up there. Okay, I want to road trip around Vice City. Yes, Rezi, I like that. I don't think they're going to do quite that. Maybe some snippets, some clips, you know, some little odds and ends, some bits and bobs. I don't think they're going to show us, like, you know, a 30-minute clip of somebody driving around the map. Bannon says, Sav, what are your thoughts on how many weekly players do GTA Online on all the platforms, PC being the lowest and PS5 being the highest? I knew somebody was going to bring this up sooner or later because I was out there talking shit lately, saying that there's more players on PC, and I was proven very, very wrong. So last time I trust that research vessel I got that information from. Yes, so there are a lot more, we'll say a lot more concurrent players on PlayStation than PC. So that explains why PC's been put on the back burner. It is what it is. PC's kind of PlayStation's kind of taken over for consoles. I don't suspect that Xbox is that big of a priority for Rockstar. They're just kind of tossing it in there because if they design it to work on a PlayStation, it'll work on an Xbox for the most part. That's a whole nother conversation about like frame rate and like what's possible with the PS5 Pro. Is the music too loud, guys, by the way? I feel like maybe this bit's just a little too loud. I'm gonna lower it just a smidge, just a smidgen. Generic Jerry, didn't Greg say that on the roundtable? I need more context, Jerry. I don't know when you typed that comment what exactly I was talking about, but yes, we did mention Greg during the roundtable, so that may have been something he asked about. Lollipops 6466 says, Sav, is it reasonable to think there is something major on the higher end of the island, like on the northern end? Yes, it's very reasonable. It's very reasonable. All right, going back to this. On the northern part of the island, there is currently nothing here. It's just a bunch of red stripes because they don't know anything about it, right? This shape here is pure speculation. Pure speculation, right? This is based on what the mapping project guys think is going to happen based on previous Rockstar projects. So they are heavily taking into consideration what we got with GTA 5 when they built this map. That's what they're filling in a lot of the blanks with that in mind. Now, it is entirely possible, in my opinion, and I could be wrong about this, all right? I'm not going to sign a blood covenant over it, but it is entirely possible that this is connected to a larger landmass, like potentially a landmass that we can't see the edge of. And I brought this up during the roundtable, which if you guys didn't see the roundtables, you need to go watch the latest roundtable. It was really good. We got into a lot of stuff, and I broke it down into 5 different videos for you guys, so it's more digestible. But if this is connected to a larger landmass, it would allow Rockstar to say, okay, so right now this is as far as you can go. Okay, maybe there's like hurricane damage, and maybe like all this red here. You know, what if like if this is connected to a larger? Tell you what. We're gonna do this. Window, boom, paint. We're gonna pull up the super high-tech software here to show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay, so right now we're in we're Microsoft Paint or what Windows Paint, whatever it is. All right, let me grab. I don't use this a whole lot, so bear with me here. We're gonna use red for like a border, okay? So like if this is connected to a larger landmass, it just kind of goes up this way, right? Where's my cursor? Right? And this is like how Florida is, right? It's got a peninsula. Greg, thank you for the $10. Says, I think Rockstar is holding a lot back until way later because they want to really surprise us with the map. The promo says tour a few locations in Leonida. I bet there's more places they're hiding. I think you're absolutely correct, Greg. I think you're absolutely right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. So let's just pretend, right, that all of this is land, okay? And it's not an island, all right? Now, here's what they could do, right? And we're gonna scale this. It's not gonna be to scale, okay? So let's pretend you've got a city over here that Rockstar is working on. It's being developed right now. And let's say you got a city over here that's Rockstar is working on. Let's say you got a city like way up here that Rockstar is working on, okay? Now, what they can do is they can say, okay, well, and we're gonna mark the border with a green line now, okay? So we can say right now this is the border. You can't see that for crap. Let's do red again. So this is the border right here, okay? This red line back and forth. This is as far as we can go right now. Okay, you try flying up there in a plane, like a hurricane knocks your plane down into a swamp, and you get eaten by an alligator. Okay, that's just one of many ways to keep you out of that area. A big land fire. Okay, the ground is on fire. There's heavy smoke in the air. You try flying through it, you can't see. Your plane goes down. You burn up in the flames. There's a million different ways to keep you out of this area, right? I hate the argument that, you know, if flying over land, you want to go there and you can't get there and all that. I don't sign on to that argument, okay? They could totally do this over land. They already do it over water, right? You get on GTA 5, you fly out over the ocean, it forces your plane down and you get to a certain point, and that's as far as you go. And then there's a shark out there and you turn into a meal, all right? So this is the border right now, okay? Now, let me clear all this off. All right? Actually, we're gonna make the border yellow because that makes more sense. Here's the border. All right, you got like maybe a city up over here, and then a city way up over here. Okay, let's just use these two for now. So Rockstar says, okay, currently this is as far as you can go. All right, now 6 months down the road, a year down the road, all right, an update comes out, and they're like, hey, there's new DLC. You can download the DLC and play as like this new character, or there's this new story that involves Jason and Lucia, similar to the Ballad of Gay Tony or the Lost and Damned. And they say, check it out, we've expanded the map. Now you can go up here and you can access this area. And there's story missions like here and here and here and here, and like all these different people in this area that you can go up there and be introduced to and like live out the story and all that. And the edge of the map just has shifted up this way. Now you just can't go past that point. And they use the same rules that were keeping you in the other spot, all right? And then let's say another 6 months to a year goes by and there's new DLC, and now all of a sudden you can go up here to this city, and there's like a mission here and a person over here and like something way over here, you know? Like, that's totally possible. That's totally possible. Like, I don't see why they couldn't do that. And I'll go a step further. I think they're doing it, okay? Because this to me makes way more sense than doing something like this where, you know, you've got Leonida, which is like right here. You've got the keys that come down this way, all right? Maybe there's like an island up over here. It would be like Bermuda. Maybe there's like the Bahamas down here, okay? Which we don't know about. We're purely speculating. But to me, it's like if they were going to add something like, okay, all of a sudden one day, the horizon that you've been staring at for months now, all of a sudden has this big other island over here, or this other big island up here. You know, like to me, that's just silly. It's like, it's like the Cayo Perico situation. It's like you've been flying out over that, you know, water forever, and all of a sudden there's, you know, another island over there, or a submarine that takes you out there, I guess. But if you're, you know, if you're talking about if you use mods, it just looks like an island that appears over there. I don't like that theory. You know, if they're gonna do that, make it like way farther away, like way over here, you know? You got to cross a lot of ocean to get there. It takes you like maybe 10 minutes. Or you have to get on a plane here at the airport and fly over, you know? I don't know. But that would be the only way to really do that would make sense to me outside of, you know, what we were talking about earlier. Like right now, you know, if we have Leonida, which is, let's do it a little smaller. Leonida is like this right here, right? Well, that's terrible drawing. Okay, Leonida, you got the keys, comes down this way, right? So what if instead of this, right? Bear with me. I'm cooking. What if this was like a larger landmass? All right. And right now, all you can access is this bit. And then maybe like an island over here, some islands over here. Maybe there's something down over here or something. But, you know, maybe there's like a big hurricane damage or something like I was saying earlier. And then all of a sudden they move the line back to here. And you've got like a New Orleans over here. And then maybe they move it back to over here. And you got a Liberty City over here. I'm just saying it's possible. You know? I don't know. It looks like a nipple. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the mapping project 2.0 guys. They really need to bring me on over there, right? I'm just saying. So that's my theory. That's what I think could happen. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Like, does it make sense? Yes. Could Rockstar totally pull it off? Yes. Are they going to? I don't know. I just always defer back to the Bloomberg report from 2022 that said Project Americas. All the leaked clips that we got said Project Americas. And if you don't know what Project Americas is, you're slacking. You're not a real GTA 6 fan. No, I'm just kidding. But Project Americas, the original plan for this game, if you didn't already know, was that they were going to include large, and this is a direct quote, large swaths of North and South America. They had to scale it back to make sure that they could ship this game on time. And then they said, our plan is to expand the map post-launch. They said that, okay? Those are Rockstar devs that said our plan is to expand the map post-launch. So I'm not smoking bath salts over here, right? I mean, maybe we have some tinfoil hats on. Maybe we're living on hopes and prayers and dreams right now, but I'm just saying it's realistic. I've spent way more time than I care to admit looking into this stuff. I'm not saying that makes me right, but I've learned a lot about how they do things, and that to me makes total sense. Sorry for the long rant. Let's get back to the chat. Sav, I still think the map expansions with new character story is too large for DLC. I think it'll be new mainline games and their maps get added to the existing online. I mean, it's possible, but I don't know. I think they would do story expansions. Like, if you want to play, they could separate that. We talked about this during the roundtable. Like, if you want to separate the story from the online and say, okay, if you want to go here and explore this for the story, you have to buy the DLC. But if you want to go here and explore this for online, you can. You just don't get to play the missions and all that from the story, right? You just, it's there, okay? So they could totally separate that and do two completely different things. If this map is bad, like 90% city and 10% green. If this is the map, it's bad, like 90% city, 10% green. No, this is not to scale. Like, you've got a lot of green here, brother. There's a lot of green. And they don't know exactly how big this map is, and they'll happily tell you that. If you talk to Salco 505 or any of those guys, they will tell you, we have no idea how big this thing is. It is, they're basing this on speculation. They don't know, like, you know, the distance between Port Gellhorn and Vice City could be twice what it is here. They don't know. So, let's scroll down here. I'm in this thing. Best GTA YouTuber. Hey, I appreciate you, Reed Knox. I appreciate you. Lollipop said they could do this even if the main story, like how they did in Vice City, I believe, to keep you out of the section of the map, but they could make it affect storyline more without DLCs needed. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying there. I don't have like the full context of that comment, but they could definitely keep you out of the part of the map, and it would make total sense. Machiavelli with the $10 donation. Let's freaking go. He says, Red Dead Redemption 2 on the past generation can achieve landmass and simulate states and countries. If 6 on the new generation cannot do it on launch, that is just a downgrade no matter the playable map size, in my opinion. Machiavelli, I think you're 100% correct. I can't find a single thing to disagree with you in that statement. Guys, keep in mind, they have not made a Grand Theft Auto game in 13 years. We have not had a Grand Theft Auto game. A lot has changed, okay? And there was a recent podcast where one of the audio developers from, a previous audio developer from Rockstar, went on Kiwi Talks, and he talked a lot about different things. His expectation was that they were going to rebuild the entire Rage engine. He thinks that's what's taken them so long in order to do this. Now, I don't know that that's true, but, I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. And they've clearly spent millions, no, let me rephrase that, billions developing this game. At this point, anything's possible. I'm just trying to keep my feet grounded and not, you know, get my expectations too sky high that I'm, you know, in firm tinfoil hat territory. But I definitely think that it's possible that we get some kind of expanding map post-launch. Still going to watch for about another half hour, and then I'm laying down. Greg, take care of you, buddy. If we get you for another 25 minutes, so be it. We'll take it. Start getting ready for bed a little bit. I got an early doctor's appointment tomorrow morning, so I need to get up pretty early. I'm not going to bed yet, though. T-Bird says, my main argument with it being DLC is that we are going to have a new area and new characters to play. Then that's larger than DLC to me, but I agree that the map would just be added to online. Yeah, I don't think so. The problem with like gating off the map content for online is that it shrinks your player base and then it separates them into two different categories. So now you have to like go through this whole loading matchmaking system where it says, okay, does this player have access to the DLC content for online? If yes, then put them in this pool with these players. It slows everything down, creates another barrier of red tape, and I just don't think they're going to do that. So I think online we'll get instant access to whatever maps that they create or whatever expansions on the map that they create. But I do think that the story mode map expansions, it almost has to come with DLC, like new story missions and all that, in my opinion. Because, like, what other reason would you have to go up there and experience those new places? They're going to want to, like, kind of direct players to go spend some time in that area that they've spent so much time developing and so many resources on. So they're going to give you new missions and new people to meet and all that kind of stuff up in those areas. That's my argument for that. You should do more collaborations with Vinyl and Public Access. I'm planning on it. I'm planning on it, Quavo. We're in talks. Actually, I was in a stream last night and we were joking around, kind of joking around. I was kind of halfway serious about it, but we were talking about doing like a get hammered and talk GTA6 stream. Dude, he was cracking me up last night, man. If you're not subscribed to Vinyl Public Access, you absolutely need to be. He's a funny guy, and he knows a lot about Grand Theft Auto, about the lore and all that stuff. Man, if you want to be able to ask somebody a question about a specific character from a specific game that came out like 20 years ago, you can't find somebody that knows much more than Vinyl Public Access does. Alex! What does that say? Hakopian. Alex Hakopian, 9288. Thank you for the $10 donation. Says, what up, Brother Sav? Do you think there will be way more in-game content for you to enjoy after beating the story with previous GTA games? You finish the game, there's not much to it. Well, it depends on what you mean. If you're talking about story mode, yeah, I think there can be some DLC, some side missions, all that stuff. I think there's going to be a lot more of that than there has been in previous games. But as far as, like, extra content, like, if you want to know, dude, okay, here's the thing. I can't say this loud enough or try and get my point across any clearer. There is going to be so much content in GTA Online. Like, I'm not just talking about vanilla experience. I'm talking about I don't know how they're going to do it, if they're going to lock it behind a paywall with a GTA Plus subscription or what. But this user-generated content stuff is game-changing. It is industry changing, okay? We're talking about how much did somebody look it up? How much did Roblox make? How much did Roblox make on user-generated content? Somebody look that up for me and drop it in the chat. But we're talking about game-changing, and that's not hyperbole. That's fact. We're talking about Roblox level of customization and creation tools within the world of Grand Theft Auto 6. A very modern, very realistic, immersive, breathing world. Okay? One of my thumbnails I was making earlier about UGC, I had Willy Wonka and the quotes from that song, "Come with me, and you'll see a world of pure imagination." Like, I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. You're going to be able to create just about anything you want. Not only that, you are going to be able to make money doing it. Display says in 2025 alone, it says around $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion on user-generated content. Guys, do you know how much Rockstar made on shark card sales over the course of how many years? Since 2013? $5 billion. That's 13 years. Well, 12 years. It took Rockstar 12 years to make $5 billion on shark cards. If you need a better argument for why they're leaning into UGC, look at that comment right there. Display said in 2025 alone, Roblox made around $1.5 billion in UGC content. Now, what that tells me is they're going to allow people to create the kind of content that they want to create. I'm talking races, fine, whatever. That's like entry level stuff. You want to create whatever race you want, like sky tracks and like all the cool stuff, all the cool videos you've been watching for the last 13 years on GTA Online, no problem. That's easy, okay? You want to talk about creating like a survival zombie experience in Vice City where the sky is like dark and overcast and all the people in the city are zombies and you have to like eat and drink and, you know, like exercise to stay fit and you build your own little house, and like you'll be able to do that kind of stuff with UGC. You will be able to take the world that they've given you and turn it into whatever the hell you want. And here's the best part. If you're creative and you know what you're doing and you can create something actually good, you can make very good money selling that stuff on the marketplace. You could create a game mode or a playlist or an item or whatever and put it on the marketplace. And if it's good and people enjoy it and they like it, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money. When Hip Hop Gamer with the PC magazine or PC Gamer magazine said that this game is going to create millionaires, he's not lying. This is a man that has spent time alone with Strauss Zelnick in the upper echelon of Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games, got special access to Rockstar Studios, and went in there and saw what they were working on, or at least got to kind of talk to him about it. And he knows some things that is not he knows some stuff that's not public, and you saw the excitement level in that man. I'm telling you. And combine that with everything else we know about Project Rome, about 5M, about the hostile takeover of 5M, and this the RP stuff and the CFX.RE marketplace, and like I'm telling you, okay, it's gonna blow your mind. You have no idea. Those of you that are in the know, you know, but a lot of you are like, you don't know, and you're gonna know. You're gonna know soon. Greg with the $10 donation. Thank you. Says, do you think any map expansions that occur in GTA 6 Online will also be implemented in single player? I hope they don't make it online only because story mode deserves regular updates too. Greg, I agree with you. I think it's going to come in the form of DLC. I don't know if that DLC will be paid DLC, but I think it'll be DLC. I think if you're talking about, you know, map expansions and all that on story mode, I think you're looking at, you know, something like the Ballad of Gay Tony or the Lost and Damned with some extra story mode content, maybe like 6 to 10 hours worth of story mode content that's all voice acted, and you know, you got missions and all that, just an expansion on the main story. I think that's probably what we're getting if they're going to roll out. I can't imagine them rolling that stuff out without a map expansion. We know they're going to expand the map because they said so in 2022, unless that plan is just drastically changed, which I don't foresee, because they know that it's going to be another 10 to 15 years before we see GTA 7. You know, I think this game is going to be a platform for future expansions. I think Rockstar is fully embracing the Roblox, you know, what do you call it? Always online. You know, what's the not? Oh my god, dude, I'm having a brain fart. Somebody help me out here. The expanding blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Pokebav is in the chat. What's good, brother? He says almost 200 of you guys. I know it's lit tonight. We're having a good time. We're talking. We got our tinfoil hats on like hard, brother. It is tight. It's squeezing my head. We're going wild on some theories right now. But yeah, so I think Rockstar is embracing this new ideology of, okay, well, we don't want to have to develop and spend all the resources on a new game every 10 years. So why don't we do this? Let's double down and let's expand the game that we've spent and invested billions of dollars into and create an experience where we can add on to it and give you new cities and new characters and new stories. And just keep going with that. I'm telling you, the UGC game alone is going to turn this from a shelf life of 10 to 15 years to 20 to 30 years easy. You don't see a Roblox 2. You don't see a Minecraft 2. You don't see a, what's the other one? What's this stupid Fortnite 2, right? They're not making extra games. They're expanding what they have because they have something good. I almost spilled my whiskey, or not my whiskey, but my ice. Too bad Hooligan's not here. But yeah, I just don't see them. I don't see them like creating like, and we know that Leslie Benzies had said a long time ago that the plan ultimately was to make a world that was interconnected so you could fly from one place to another. And he's talking big cities from previous games: Los Santos, Vice City, Liberty City. So why not do that now? They have the resources, they have the ability, they have the technology, they've certainly got the money. I'd say it's possible. I say it's likely. Greg with another $5 donation says, if Rockstar already has SP DLC plan, single player DLC plan, do you think voice actor lines and mocap have already been recorded for the DLC content? That's a good question, Greg. It wouldn't surprise me if they've gotten started on it, but I don't think they're like deep in the weeds on that. They're probably wanting to make sure that this game is like ultimately polished perfectly and ready to roll out in November. So that's probably, it's all hands on deck right now, and they're bug finding and polishing and patching right now. But it wouldn't surprise me if they've got plans for it. it wouldn't surprise me at all if they've already got plans for it and they've got actors lined up and stuff in mind. I just don't think that they're necessarily investing a lot of resources into developing that DLC content yet because they're still in the polishing stage. But thank you for the $5. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mrs. Sav in the chat. My wife is in the chat. She's here. Everybody say hello, Mrs. Sav. It is Blacktop Junkie. She is the GOAT. She's the reason that I can do this, guys. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to do this if she wasn't taking care of everything else, so I could like sit here and focus on making videos and do live streams and all that. So if you guys enjoy my content, give a big shout out to Mrs. Sav. She's the reason that all this is happening. So thank you, babe. I appreciate you taking over everything so I can get in here and make content for these folks. Machiavelli says Minecraft 2 would go hard as fuck, though. I'm not going to disagree with you, you know, especially if they reduce the amount of, like, you know, pixel or increase the amount of pixels and made it more of like, you know, a smaller voxel game. You know, like if we had more like a teardown style of Minecraft, dude, now you're talking. That would be cool. So, Dylan Smith says, do you think there will be a last installment of GTA? I think the last installment of GTA will be the GTA that they made right before Armageddon. I don't think they're going to give up on this cash cow. This is the most profitable video game of all time. It's the most profitable series of all time. There's no way they walk away from this. I don't know how long it's going to take between games. And if they lean into this like games as a service, that's what I was looking for earlier, games as a service model, then, you know, it may be more like 15, 20 years between games, but that doesn't mean we're going to go 15 or 20 years without the kind of content we're looking for and the stuff that we love. So, Bannon is asking for the third time. Sorry, Bannon, I missed the other two. What are your thoughts of seeing the amount of players for Red Dead Online and the money they made, as both is much less compared to GTA Online, which is why they stopped Red Dead DLC? So it's no secret that Red Dead Online is not nearly as popular as GTA Online. Like it just is what it is. I mean, there's a certain appeal to being able to get in a car and do drive-bys and buy weapons and listen to the radio and, you know, do all kinds of wild stuff that you're just limited when you go back in time, right? When we go back to the 1800s, early 1900s, you're just limited. That game was always designed to be a story experience. That was, I guarantee you, that was Dan's final, like, hurrah. He probably had been saying, look, I want to go for a while, but he's like, I've got this story. I really want to tell it. Got these really rich characters. I think it'd be phenomenal. I don't think they developed Red Dead Redemption 2 ever with the thought of like Red Dead Online being huge. They probably said, okay, we're going to do Red Dead Online because we've given them GTA Online. There will probably be a certain number of people that really enjoy it, and let's roll it out and see how it does. And if it does good and we've got even like half the amount of players that we have on GTA Online, then they're probably going to invest more resources and money into it. But if not, then, you know, they're going to go where the money is, right? And the money is in GTA Online and Shark Cards. So that's why Red Dead Online failed. I don't really want to say that because it's not that it failed. It's just a different experience. You don't get on Red Dead Redemption 2 for the same reasons you play GTA Online. And there's just more people that are interested in GTA Online than Red Dead Redemption Online, RDR Online. So, hope that answers your question. Let's see. Will you stream the Kentucky Derby? I really don't have any interest in the Kentucky Derby. I'm not really a betting guy, and my wife is more into horses than I am, but I don't think she's really into like horse racing. So probably not. Dude, let's make Minecraft 2 and GTA 6. With UGC, brother, the sky's the limit. You could probably do it. Let's see what we got. GTA 7 will be full dive VR. If VR keeps trending in the right direction and it doesn't just like completely... The problem with VR, guys, is that they haven't figured out a way to develop a lot of these games that don't make people motion sick. I am one of those people. Like, I can sit there and play Beat Saber until I'm blue in the face. The second I start having to move a character around while I'm standing still, I get motion sick. And that is the reason why VR games haven't taken off the way that everybody kind of expected them to. You shouldn't have to pop a Dramamine to play a VR game. So until they figure out how to solve that problem, I don't think VR is ever going to like take off. You're still going to get really cool experiences. You're still going to get really cool games. Wouldn't surprise me if somebody turned GTA 6 into some kind of VR experience at some point, but I just don't think that's a priority for Rockstar. That's not where the money is, you know? Quavo says, where do you see your channel going after the release of GTA? You have great takes on the game, and I think your channel will explode in the next year. I really appreciate you saying that, Quavo. So I'm going to be doing a lot of gameplay stuff, guys. It's no secret that I've been networking like a mother trucker. So I've been trying to link up with as many different personalities and as people as I can, and trying to like make new friends and things. So my plan for post-launch is going to be a lot of gameplay. I'm going to be bringing a lot of people together and creating like, challenge experiences or like community events and streaming with other streamers and doing that kind of stuff. I'll still make videos, and the videos are going to be probably gameplay related. I haven't really considered exactly what kind of like standalone videos I'm going to make outside of gameplay. But my roots, so to speak, on YouTube are making like entertaining, funny edits. So I see myself kind of going in that direction. And just enjoying playing with you guys and playing with other people in the community. I want to create the next Vanos Gaming, right? I want to create the next big group that makes just awesome videos that are really entertaining with challenging experiences and all this stuff that have a lot of entertainment value. That's really where I'm wanting to go post-launch with GTA 6. So I'm not so much like the lore guy or the Easter egg guy or I might make some like how to make money in GTA 6 videos, how to create UGC content in GTA 6. Like I might make some of those videos, but I'm going to be doing a lot of like, networking and playing with other streamers and stuff when 6 launches. So that's a good question. I haven't had that before. Thank you. Let's see. Dark Mayhem says, what if they allow us to make our own form of DLC and they get some money for it, if not most? Money for it, if not most? I'm not really I'm having a hard time understanding the back half of that question, Dark Mayhem. What if they allow us to make our own form of DLC? They're kind of, that's essentially what UGC is, guys. UGC basically is saying, hey, instead of us spending all the time and resources and hiring employees to develop this DLC content, we're going to give you guys the tools and let you create what you want to make. You become a developer at that point. Did we lose music, or is it just really quiet? I think it's just really quiet. We're going to bump it up a little bit. Tarkov GTA 6. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. Cannon, is that you? Cannon, are you my website? Is that you, Cannon? My website guy? I think that's you. Maybe not. Maybe it's just coincidence. Red Dead Online was probably always more of an experiment. I really wish went smoother because I adore the idea of it. I agree. I mean, I enjoyed Red Dead Online until the modders got a hold of it, and you're just trotting along. My daughter plays Red Dead Online. I've turned off like the voice chats. She can't talk to anybody. She can't see anybody typing anything or anything. It's just her riding a horse and playing the game as she wants to play it. Every parent is different. You make your own decisions. But I let her play that, and so she'll be riding along, and she'll be like, "Daddy, I need your help." And I'll get up and I'll walk over to her computer, and she's like, she's some modder, some hacker is basically like got her on fire, like off her horse, and just like killing her horse, and then she's like standing there in a cage, and then there's like all these other cages that kind of spawn around her, and then all of a sudden a grizzly bear spawns in the cage and it starts murdering her, like all these things. And it's just like, that's what ruined Red Dead Online for me. You can't, like, I feel like every other lobby you're running into some kind of like modder that just wants to like give you a hard time and grief you. So I think that's what ruined Red Dead Online, is Rockstar's inability to sort of mitigate that problem. But yeah, Generic Jerry says, hell yeah, Vanos 2.0. I don't know what we're gonna call it yet, but that's my plan. I want to make entertaining, fun content for you guys. Like, my dream is to make a video where I've got like, Bug and Bav, Violent Public Access, TGG, like whoever wants to get in on it. You know, and it's like the 5 of us or the 6 of us or the 10 of us or whatever, and we have to like survive as long as possible while all of you guys are like hunting us down and trying to kill us. Or, you know, like challenge modes where like I did this in, you know, so much time, let's see how fast you could do it, and things like that. You know, like that's the kind of stuff that I want to make, and I think it's totally possible with, you know, all that work I've been putting in as far as like, you know, networking and all that stuff. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Mariah says, Sav, you sound like a good dad, letting your daughter play more mature games but turning off voice chat so she doesn't hear the horrible stuff that's said in voice chat games. There's no way in hell I would let her communicate with anybody online. I grew up in the days of oh my gosh, Call of Duty 4 in like an Xbox 360 lobby. I've heard things like at, you know, 14, 15, 16 years old that like like nobody should have to hear, right? Like horrible stuff. And I've played with people that were just like horrible to other people. So no, yeah, there's no way I would let her communicate with anybody online. Even with how much better things have gotten, there's no chance. But yeah, I mean, I want her to be able to like experience things like we'll watch like a PG-13 or rated R movie, but like I'll go through and I'll check and see like where like the really intense stuff is. I'll be like, okay, we're gonna skip this part, but I want you to be able to like, I want her to be able to like watch Alien, right? Like that's a rated R movie, but it's like a cinema classic. You got to be able to watch Alien. So we'll like find the parts that are like, you know, too intense and we'll skip those or whatever. But like, I'm not gonna rule out a whole movie just because there's like a couple parts in it that are, you know, rough. You know what I mean? That's just my parenting style. Everybody's a little bit different. My daughter's really mature for her age. Like, she's been through a lot. God bless her. You know, but you know, everybody handles things differently, and you know, that's just my style. So, let's see what else we got. Dark Ma'am says, true, I've been off caffeine for a few days. I'm going insane. I couldn't do it, brother. I couldn't be off caffeine for more than about 24 hours. As a matter of fact, I hadn't had coffee all day until this afternoon, and I could start feeling like a caffeine headache creeping up. So I had to have 2 cups of coffee before I started drinking because I knew that the alcohol was going to give me a headache. So we're going to finish off this glass and pour another. Who's with me? Are you guys drinking, or am I by myself? T. Burton says the amount of slurs in those lobbies from 7 and 8-year-olds was wild. The amount of horrible things I heard from grown men talking to 7 and 8-year-olds was wild, T-Bert. I once heard a guy tell me in a Call of Duty 4 lobby that some people were talking about drugs. Hold on, I just spilled a little bit of water on my desk. Some people were talking about drugs, and somebody was like, oh yeah, you know, heroin's like the worst thing ever. He's like, heroin ain't shit. I used heroin to get off of or no, he's like, they were talking about crack, and he's like, nah, I used crack to get off heroin or something. I'm like, oh my god, dude, that guy was a trip. Isgarth, if you're out there, if you're watching these videos, brother, I was playing with you back then. I haven't talked to him in a long time, dude. That dude was a trip, man. I've heard him say some pretty awful stuff too. T. Burton says, I'm drinking with you, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Xenox says, Whiskey Wednesdays are getting thin, Sav. Getting thin? You mean like we're running out of Whiskey Wednesdays? Because that's certainly true. We've only got 31 left. So how do you guys want the rest of the stream to go? Because I've got some ideas. So I've been trying to figure out how to make these Whiskey Wednesdays more entertaining for you guys. And it seems like, you know, the first hour is always usually really good. Maybe even like the first half of hour number 2 is good. And then we start to get to a point where we've kind of talked about a lot. Chat's maybe slowing down a little bit. And normally that's when we start doing like call-ins and stuff like that, and voice messages, voice memos in the Discord, which are a new thing. Let's see if we got any. Do we even have any? Probably not. No, we still have no voice messages, guys. No voice messages. I need some voice messages. We need some voice messages in the Discord. Go to the community hub, scroll down to voice messages, drop your voice message in there. So, you know, we could do that, we could do call-ins. I thought about maybe like getting on GTA Online and hanging out in the casino and gambling and playing some, you know, blackjack or whatever with Snarko and stuff. We did a little bit of that last night. That was kind of fun. Yeah, by the way, Quavo says, let's get the stream over 100 likes. Yeah, we've got like 181 of you in here. If just like, I think we're at like 70 or 80 likes. If we can get like 40 more of you to smash that like button, it really, really, really helps. You don't have to, but if you want to take like 2 seconds to hit the like button, it really helps the stream, and I really appreciate it, guys. Renzo Plays GTA says, I'm drinking a bottle of Grape Crush. Cheers, bro. I don't know what Grape Crush is. What is Grape Crush? Let me look that up. Is that an alcoholic beverage? Oh, that's Grape Crush. I know what that is. I've seen that before. I don't know why I was having a brain fart. That sounds good, actually. You got that grape drink. I'm drinking Pepsi, says Roman. Yeah, only if you're over the age of 21. In which case, and you're not driving, or you don't have anywhere to be, you can like safely enjoy an adult beverage. Pour yourself something. Everybody else, stick to whatever you need to stick to. Red Misfit. Yo, I haven't seen that name in a while. He says, if we don't receive Trailer 3 by mid-May, I'm assuming GTA 6 is still scheduled for a release this year. We'll likely get it by the end of June. It simply does not make sense to delay this release any further. I don't think we're getting any more delays, guys. I think Rockstar that would be like, I can't say the S word because I'll get demonetized, but that would be a serious self-inflicted wound for them to delay the game again. They already have seen some massive gains in investment. Like, let's look at their stock real quick. Yeah, look at this, guys. I mean, come on. Look at Take-Two stock here. Let's zoom in. We're up 9.05, 4.41% today. And I saw a report earlier that they're up like $1 billion in stock valuation. Like, that's huge. And that's because of that leak where those people, the shiny hunters or whatever, said that Rockstar makes about $500 million, or Take-Two makes about $500 million a year on GTA Online. And they've made about $5 billion in shark cards. It's up because of that, right? So they don't want this to come back down, right? They want to keep this up. They want to keep this high. So I don't think we're getting anything between now and May, but like come May 15th, like I would be really surprised if we don't have Trailer 3 by May 15th. So, Sav, if there's bowling in GTA 6, do you think there will be? What if there's bowling in If there's bowling in GTA 6, I think Roman from GTA 4 absolutely needs a bowling alley. You call it Roman's Lanes or something like that, and you walk in and Roman's behind the counter. He's like, welcome to Roman's Lanes. You want to go bowling? You know, like, how cool would that be, right? You've got to have that. Marshall's drinking a vodka cran without the vodka. So you're drinking cranberry juice. Roman Plays says, I'm 29 and don't drink. That's perfectly fine. Like, no shade to anybody that doesn't drink. I don't think drinking is particularly, like, a good thing. I don't like, you know, I'm not like out here, I'm not an ambassador for drinking alcohol. You know, I grew up with alcoholism in the family, so I'm mindful of all that. So if you feel like you don't want to or you don't need to, please do not feel any peer pressure from me whatsoever. I'm just having a good time. This is Whiskey Wednesday. We're chilling. We're vibing. So if you want to just pull up with a soda or some grape drink, by all means, brother. I just am glad you're hanging out. So I could care less what you're drinking. Luke says, I don't understand stocks. What is good and bad? Generally speaking, when it comes to stocks, when it's green, it's good. When it's red, it's bad. That's probably like the best way I can explain it without going it too long. And I don't fully understand stocks myself. Like, I know very little about the stuff, but you know, that'll give you at least somewhat of an idea anyway. Greg says, I can't drink soda anymore. It's full of sugar and it's basically like drinking liquid candy. Soda is very unhealthy and I stopped drinking it. It makes me feel like crap. Greg, you're absolutely right. I stopped drinking soda about 2 weeks ago and I haven't picked it up since. Actually, no, it's been almost a month. Guys, I'm going on a month without Mountain Dew. Like, that's huge for me. Mountain Dew was like, you know, that was my vice, right? I quit smoking cigarettes a long time ago. I used to be a pack-a-day smoker back when I was like 18 and 25. Put that stuff down cold turkey. One day I just got pissed off, said I'm done drinking, or I'm done smoking cigarettes. I only drink on Wednesdays, guys. Like, that's it. I don't drink any other time. Like, it's just Whiskey Wednesdays. This is like my one time to like kick back and have a couple glasses of whiskey. Well, that's not entirely true. I might have like if I don't have anything going on like a Saturday night, I might pour myself a glass of whiskey and go have a cigar out on the back patio or something. But for the most part, I really only drink on Wednesdays. Roman's Lanes. There you go, Marshall. That's a good idea. I like that. Abandon number 3 says, one thing I feel like Red Dead 2 and online missed out on was the Undead Nightmare. Yes. I enjoyed watching people play the single player DLC, and I really loved the multiplayer mode. Wondered why it didn't come. Probably because it didn't make them a whole lot of money, and they probably spent way too much time and resources on developing that. But again, that's UGC, brother. Like, you could totally have Undead Nightmare in GTA 6. It could totally happen. You could make that with UGC. You know? Roman plays GTA, says, Sav, hey, that's my line. I'm Roman from GTA 4. Is that really what your name is based on? If GTA 6, I think the motion sensors will take a role for security. In the second trailer, when Jason robs a store, there's a motion sensor above the entrance. Really? I haven't noticed that. Let's go look. Let's go look. We're going to go over here to media, and we're going to go to trailer 2. You said trailer 2? Second trailer. Yep, that's trailer 2. This one right here. Man, we need to make this. We need to figure out a way to make this full screen. When you said when Jason, let's see. Let's mute this so I don't get it. Can I mute it? I don't think I can. Can you guys even hear that? I don't think you can. I think we're good. Yeah, you can't hear it. Okay. Motion sensors take a role for security. Second trailer when Jason robs the store. So are you talking about when he's in the head shop? I feel like I missed it. I felt like it was in the front half of the trailer. Am I tripping? Yeah, right here. Okay. So you're saying there's a motion sensor in here. Oh, there is. Look at that. Okay, but that could be just like, you know, letting like, you know, when you walk into a store, it's like, doo-doo. Like, that could be what that is. I don't necessarily think it has to be anything more than that. But like walking into a store through the front door and it going off, letting the attendant or the store know that somebody's entered the store, I think that's probably what that is. Outside of that, I mean, like, we know that CCTV cameras are going to be a thing. We've seen that, so. I got the whiskey hiccups. 100 on Roman having a bowling alley. Yes, Jamie Hexam. Yes, he needs like, if anybody makes an appearance from Grand Theft Auto 4, it needs to be Roman, and it needs to be a bowling alley. I feel like that's so easy to do. I don't know how old he would be. I guess he'd probably be in his like 50s or 60s at that point, but that needs to happen. That 100% needs to happen. Will MacDaddy, Cannon Phelps, LOL, sewer slide. Cannon, I missed your message earlier when I asked if that was you, if you're the Cannon that I know of. I'm assuming since Will MacDaddy is exchanging with you back and forth, that is probably the case. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go. Welcome to the stream, brother. Oh, we got a donation from Critical Roleplay, another one. This guy is like, Critical, let me just say, dude, thank you so much for supporting the channel as much as you have, brother. Like, it is not lost on me how much money you have given to me in these live streams. I really, really appreciate it. I hope I'm doing enough to entertain you guys and you know, earn it. I really appreciate the generosity. It means so much to me. There's nothing more I want in this life than to be able to do this full time, and I am probably a couple of months away from being able to do that, but every dollar that you guys send to me gets me closer and closer to being able to do that. So thank you, like seriously, from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Critical, thank you. All right, and that's as sappy as we're getting on this stream. Let's get back to it. T. Burton says, Sav, I posted a screenshot on the GTA discussion channel. There's a guy in trailer 1 waiting while his vehicle refuels from the looks of it. Scene there's where an alligator is walking into a gas station. There's a guy in trailer 1 waiting while his vehicle refuels from the... I know what you're talking about. It's the guy leaning on the car. I know what you're talking about. Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere in here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's inspect. Jarvis, enhance. You guys, that's a car sitting at a gas pump. Oh no, what happened? I really need to be able to make this full screen. Hey, Cannon, if you're still in here, that's something else we need to do, brother. We need to make this, we need the ability to make this full screen. It's a great little thing, but we need to be able to go full screen with, here it is. Okay, let's look. Oh, shoot, you guys can't see what I'm looking at. My bad. I guess that helps. Sorry. I've had some whiskey. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. Yes, so you're talking about this gentleman right here. Looks like he's leaning on his truck bed. There's 1, 2, 3 cars at fuel pumps, guys. 3 cars at fuel pumps. Does that mean that we have to gas up? It sure looks like he's waiting. Sure looks like he's filling up. T-Bird, good catch, dude. I knew that guy was standing there. I never put 2 and 2 together, though, that maybe he was waiting on his gas. Yo, that could be huge. There's another screenshot down here in Ambrosia that I always like to show people. Where's it at? Ambrosia, where are you? Right here. So check it out. There is, if we zoom in here. Oh, we don't have the same features. Okay. Canon, if you're still listening, it would really be nice to have the same like zoom and screenshot function on the actual screenshots, not just the trailer footage too. That's another thing I think that would be really, really, really helpful. But in the meantime, here's what we'll do. Let me go back to this screen for a second, and I'm gonna pull it up here. I just don't want you guys seeing the inner workings of my desktop and all the craziness that would probably blow your mind going on. Let's see, PNG drive. No, we need to go to GTA6. We need to go to the YouTube folder, go to GTA6 content, go to screenshots. There we go. Places, Ambrosia. Boom. Okay, so we'll make this full screen and go back. Okay, so if we zoom in right here, you can see yet another car. Looks like there's an individual in the driver's seat at a gas pump. That's 4 cars between the screenshot and the trailers of people sitting at a gas station. Not to mention you got active gas prices up here, which, by the way, if you live in the United States and you filled up your gas tank recently, these prices are actually really good. Like, you're talking unleaded up here for $1.80 something. Like, hell yeah, dude. I would take that all day. You guys ever notice a sign up here? Proud allies of diversity and treats. Tell me again that Rockstar has lost their touch. Tell me, who else is saying that Rockstar is gonna be woke? Does this seem woke to you? Does that seem woke to you? Who thinks that's too woke? That is absolutely making fun of woke. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. Joe Mama with the $4.99 says, in all fairness, cars pull up to pumps in GTA 4 too. But I do hope we get working fuel systems. But do they pull up to the pumps in GTA 5? Somebody answer that question. If you know for sure in the chat, let me know. I don't know that I've ever seen a car pull up to the gas pump in GTA 5. That could be huge. Hold your horses, Joel. He says gas confirmed. Let's fucking go. I wouldn't say gas confirmed, but if me and James, is it James from GTA 6 o'clock, get our way, we'll have some kind of functional gas system in GTA 6. Guys, we already have the gas. The gas tanks exist. The fuel gauge works. They don't have to make it like obnoxious. You don't have to look. I'll die on this hill. I will debate anybody on this. If you have a strong opinion otherwise, please come on and join the Discord, hop into the voice chat, and let's have a conversation about it. I will die on this hill. I firmly believe we need a fueling mechanic in GTA 6. We already have an active fuel system. Trust me, okay? If you go in, if you're playing GTA 6, all right, you get into a car, you go in first person mode, look at the fuel gauge. It's full, okay? Get out of the car, walk to the back of the car, shoot it just in front of the tire where the gas tank is, and you start seeing the fuel pour out on the ground. Get back in the car and watch the fuel gauge go from full to empty, okay? I know this because I've gone in and I've actually tried to capture this in a video and made a video about it. So I'm telling you, the fuel mechanic is all but there. Okay, it's just a matter of like saying, hey, every once in a while you need to go put some gas in your car. I think it needs to happen. I think it needs to happen. You know, maybe we can make it some kind of like toggle or something. I don't know, for the softies out there that are like, yeah, I don't want to have to put gas in my car. You know, like, and to those of you out there, no shade. Look, I appreciate you, but you've had it your way forever. We've never had a fuel mechanic in GTA. Never. The closest we got was what we got in GTA 5. So I think it's long overdue. It's my turn to get something that I want in a Grand Theft Auto. Look, you can have your little silly arcade driving mechanics, but at least let me pull up to a gas pump and throw about 5 to 10 gallons worth of unleaded 85 in there, okay? I'm just saying. We need that. Primitive with the $9.99 says, you have some of the best content and you deserve to do this full time. We'll gladly support you. Brother, you're going to make me cry. Thank you, Primitive. I really appreciate that, brother. Seriously, I really appreciate that. Can we get a fat W for Primitive in the chat, guys? Thank you. Okay, we are borderline cancelable in the chat. Nick 1986 he's pushing the limits of what is acceptable in a chat, but that's all right. Just know it's annoying. And what's annoying? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the fuel mechanics? Are you talking about the fuel mechanics? Why don't you, how about this? Instead of in the chat saying, no, that sucks, no, that's terrible, whatever, why don't you do this? Why don't you join the Discord? Why don't you pop into a voice channel? I'll bring you into the live stream and we can debate over it. You can give me your best reasons for not having a fuel mechanic in GTA 6, and we'll have a conversation about it. How about that? That's what I want to do. T. Burton says, anyone Bayar Bugs fan? We need Diesel for GTA 6. I don't know who that is. Bav says, hi from Bogan Babe. Tell Bogan Babe that I said hello. Tell her I said thank you for letting Bogan Bav make YouTube content. And tell her I said, listen, she needs to hear this, Bav. Bogan Babe, okay? This man is working really hard on GTA 6 content or Grand Theft Auto content. Trust me when I say, he's going to be doing really well in just a couple of months. Hang in there. I know it's tough. My wife has all the same questions and concerns you do. We're almost there. We're almost there, okay? Hang in there. All right. DeSantis Lucas says, TS, this is rage bait. Marshall, no, you're taking it too far now when you say we need a shitting and pissing mechanic too. This isn't Scum, okay? Greg with the $10. Let's go. Greg the Leg. That's your new nickname, by the way. By the way, I thought you were going to bed soon. Not that I'm complaining. I love having you in here. I just hope that I'm not like keeping you up because I know you got a doctor's appointment early in the morning. But he says we should be able to learn mixed martial arts in GTA 6 and be able to combine different fighting styles all within the same fight when we're in fights with NPCs. That would be dope. Imagine if there was like a jiu-jitsu studio where you could like go and like train on new fighting styles and learn like, you know, taekwondo or, you know, jiu-jitsu or like or straight up boxing, and then like you could kind of develop your own you know, fighting style or whatever that you could combine things. And that somebody said not that long ago that I think that they thought that the hand-to-hand combat was going to be like a serious like focal point in GTA 6 because of Lucia's boxing background or UFC fighting, whatever it is. She's got the boxing gloves. She's hitting a punching bag. You can see her in a cage match fighting somebody. And then Jason obviously has a military background, so he's going to be more like, you know, like trained to kill, like get you in a headlock, snap your neck, that kind of stuff. I like that idea. I like the idea of like hand-to-hand combat being more of a central focus on like, you know, in the game, fighting in the game. It should be less about like blowing up every car you see with a grenade launcher and more about like, hey, this dude actually can hold his own. Let's be more methodical about how we fight him. Throw a right jab, left hook, an uppercut, and then take him to the ground, straddle him, and, you know, that sounded bad. But you know what I mean? Like, jiu-jitsu, I'm talking jiu-jitsu. So, I don't know. I like that idea, Greg. I think you're on to something with that, and I would... Oh, man, am I willing to say that? I'd be willing to say that I expect the fighting system and the hand-to-hand combat system to take a major leap forward between Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 6. That's what I'll say. Based on the things that I've seen and the you know, the stuff that makes sense, I think that's something worth expanding on for Rockstar. I think you're onto something. Greg the Leg with another $2 donation says, hot take of the day, Jason is a Fed. You mother...
You are a worthless piece of shit! Get out of my face!
You're fired.
It's only a matter of time, folks. It's only a matter of time. Somebody in here sometime at some point was going to say Jason was a cop or a Fed. That's okay. At least it comes in the form of a donation from Greg himself. Thank you, Greg, for the $2. I appreciate it. Luke Devon says, anyone in the waiting room? Oh, is anybody in the waiting room? I haven't checked. Nope, nobody's in the waiting room. And let's see, do we have any voice messages? Oh, we got one. We got a voice message from Luke. Is anybody able, Caden, is any moderators, can you guys do me a favor? Not that I don't trust Luke. I think Luke is a stand-up guy. He's been around for a long time. He's a member. But if we're going to do this the right way, we need a moderator in the Discord that can listen to the message. And then if it is good and it is clean and it is safe for stream, give me a little checkmark reaction to it. And I'll check and see who left the check mark. And as long as it's one of my moderators, I'll go ahead and play it on the stream, and then we'll whip up some sort of response for it. Thank you, Luke. I really appreciate you doing that, dude. Nobody else, you're the only one so far. Nobody else has gotten in there and left a voice message in there, so we're going to run with it. Will Mac Daddy says, pause. Pause what? Chili says, tinfoil hat, Bogan Babe is actually Sav. I would be Bogan's side piece, not Bogan Babe. Mafia 2 did the field mechanic and it was great. That's what I'm saying. It could be done. It could be done in a way that isn't invasive, isn't annoying. You know, like you don't have to necessarily fill up your car every like 10 minutes or anything like that. But like, come on, like, give us that. Give us that. Abandon, why do I keep missing your 1s and 2s? Are you... Abandon, you wouldn't be abusing the number system, would you? Nope, you're sure not. You asked me already. I scrolled up. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry I keep missing those. You said, hey, Sav, you think Tommy's lawyer, Ken Rosenberg, will be in GTA 6 or online? He's alive at the end of Vice City. It's a 3D universe, but they might have changed. Crossover works. Well, I'll tell you what Bav would say, and Bav would say, no! No, it's a different universe. No! I would say, I think it's possible. I think it's possible, and maybe not necessarily like the Ken Rosenberg, but maybe like a little hint or a little taste of like maybe that could be Ken Rosenberg. You know what I mean? People have an issue with the gas thing, then maybe cheat codes to be unlimited for the complainers, or just a simple toggle, right? If you don't want gas, go into your settings, toggle that off. Done. Problem solved. Why Rockstar couldn't do that is beyond me. I think it's perfectly reasonable to have something like that. This is the biggest game in the world, guys. You have millions and millions and millions of different people that like to play this game their own way. Like, give them the ability to customize their experience. I think Rockstar is learning that, which is why they're leaning into the UGC. But like, that could be adapted and applied to the single player as well. Like, give us some toggles. It's overdue. Rockstar, if you pay any attention to my content whatsoever, which I doubt you do, but in the off chance that somebody from the development team that has any say so whatsoever is listening to this, please give us some toggles. Like, just give us some toggles for toggle the map on and off, toggle the gas mechanic on and off. Like, give us the ability to customize our experience and let us play how we want to play. You want more playtime, you want us to spend more money in the game, let us play how we want to play. Okay, that's my 10-second pitch. And also, hook a brother up if you guys are giving out early copies. Thoughts about handguns being the meta weapon? Agree, completely, 100%. I think we need more grounded weapons in GTA 6. I do not want railguns. I do not want, like, all the weird stuff that they have in GTA Online. Just give us standard weapons across the board, what you could expect to go into a gun store and purchase. Obviously, it's Florida. You're going to be able to have a lot of different options there. You probably have to have like special licenses and tax stamps in order to buy suppressors and all those things in real life. I don't think they should go quite that far. But, if they could give us just a bunch of different handguns. So here's what I'll say. Since we're on the topic, let's do this. I'm going to take you guys through some things that I think are relevant. We're going to look at a couple of different screenshots here. Not that one. Not that one. Maybe this one. Nope, not that one. Definitely not that one. We need to go people. We need to go Brian. Right here. Let's see. Like that one. Let's see, Caminos. We want that one. Raul Batista. We want that one. Okay. I think I've got them all. All right. I'm going to switch screens here. Since we're on the topic of handguns. Let me close that one. Here we go. All right. So this is obviously some kind of, I would think this is like either a 38 or a 44 Magnum revolver, right? Just based on the size of it, it looks like a 38. In her hand, it's probably, well, in her, we're not doing that. In her hand, it looks like a 38. In his hand, it probably, or in her hand, it looks like a 44. In his hand, it probably looked like a 38. I think that's a 38 caliber revolver, some kind of like Colt Python variant or something like that. So that's a handgun. I do love the idea that we have revolvers, right? I love that. I absolutely love that. We need more revolvers in the game. Revolvers are great guns. A lot of a lot of people carry that as CQB or everyday carries, EDCs. These are more like, you know, AR platforms. This is an AR-10 here. Over here, we've got like an M14 variant. It's going to be within the realm of reality, but there's going to be some differences to it, obviously. What's really encouraging is these handguards that you can put on here covering the M-LOK rail. I think that's really cool. What gives us away that it's an AR-10 is obviously the length of the barrel and everything, but also the fact that this is probably like a 15 or 20 round magazine. You don't have a 30 round mag in there. You got some kind of a collapsible or extendable stock here. It looks like some kind of like scope. I couldn't even begin to guess like what magnification that is. This looks like maybe like a 2.5 or 3 times, maybe in a 4 times, something like that scope on this M14. So we have a little bit of weapon variation there and rifles, but I really want to stick with the handguns. So if we go over here, obviously this is like some kind of Glock variant. This looks like we know that they're going to have some kind of like knockoff Glock SIG variant. It's kind of like a combination between the two of them. So I really like the model of this gun. For those of you that like that more boxy Glock feel, I think that's a really cool weapon. We also have, if we go over here, let me close this one out. Booby Ike's gun here on the table shows a little bit more custom features. This looks like the same model that we just saw, but this is a little bit more customized. You have like the stippled grip here. You have the gold-plated sights. Oh, shoot, let me go back. Where was it? Oh no, did I lose it? I lost it. Let me go back to Booby Ike. Here on the table. You got the gold-plated magazine. You've got the gold-plated magazine release, a slide lock, gold-plated sights. So, you know, some decent weapon customization there. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see that because my head's in the way. But yeah, I mean, this is, I think, that same sort of Glock variant that we just saw on the other one. And then you got this one here. This looks like a 1911 model. This is almost certainly like a 45 type gun, almost what you'd kind of see in like the John Wick movies, like a slightly more advanced like shadow model. And this is a red dot sight that he's got on this Glock here. So that is definitely did I say Glock? This is definitely like a 1911 type deal. Capo, I wonder if that's almost like a knockoff of like the Canik brand. That would be really interesting. Canik, C-A-N-I-K. And then you've got, what's this last one over here? Oh, no, we did that one. There's another one. This one right here. So Lucia is holding what looks like, this is a 9mm. You can see because it says 9mm here. This is, I think, that same sort of Glock that we've seen in the previous. I think this is the same one on Booby Ike's desk and the same one that Brian is handing to Jason. And then on top of that, if we pull up the website here and we go back up to this here, let's zoom in a little bit. And then go right about here. That is a Beretta style handgun. So this is more than likely a 9mm Beretta style. The same, very similar to like the Grand Theft Auto 5 like pistol that you got. I hope they have better names for weapons in this game. I know they sound a lot better, but yeah, that is almost certain. I mean, that's like straight Beretta model looking gun. So, and then we've got, let's see, the detail in this has always been impressive to me. Oh, reload. Full screen now. Oh, he's saying reload. There's a full screen now. Hold up. We're reloading right now. We just got a message from Canon. He's saying reload. There's a full screen. Yeah, look at him go, dude. This is Will, if you're still here, thank you, brother. So Canon already hooked it up. He's already got the full screen in here. Look at that, like before the stream even ended. So let's fast forward here a little bit. Look at the weapon detail here. This is obviously like a variation of an M4 short barrel. This is probably like a 14-inch if I had to guess, based on how far the muzzle's sticking out of the end of the barrel or the end of the handguard. So this is more of like a carbine style. But you can see this, look, like he's, as soon as, see the finger, watch the finger. The finger's on the outside of the trigger well. As soon as he goes to ADS here and he's ready to engage, finger slips inside the trigger well and he's ready to go to work. Like that is attention to detail. Rockstar, let's freaking go. Like if the whole game is like that, like, oh dude, I'm excited. Let's see what else we got as far as like weapons, since we're talking about it. We got full screen. Let's go, dude. Thank you, Cannon. I appreciate you, dude. Oh, we don't have to do that. We can. Oh, while I can we get the same zoom feature that we have in the same zoom feature that we have on the videos? Can we get that on this too? If that's not too much to ask, the same zoom and save screen or screenshot feature, that'd be really cool. I don't know if there's any other weapons. Obviously we got like the M16 kind of style here with the handguard. I think those are the main ones. This is one of the ones I'm most excited for. I love the revolver, and I absolutely love the 1911 that Raul's carrying. You know, that's gonna be, those would probably be my favorites, and then the Beretta as well. So absolutely love that. Let me get back to chat, see what you guys are saying. Give me 30 seconds to reload ad right now. Okay. Greg said, I've never owned or fired a Canic pistol before, but I've heard so many good things about Canics. I eventually want to get one. I want to get a Glock too because I love Glocks. Okay, so here's what I'll say. Canics are really, really good guns, okay? They are ugly as sin. If the, like the backside of the gun where the hammer would normally be, they've got that like red dot thing that kind of sticks out there. It's just, I don't love the backside of the gun. Everything else about the gun I love. Like the ergonomics of it, the way the slide works, like everything is really, really nice. I don't love the backside of the gun. Like if I'm sitting here, you know, aiming at something, I don't want to be looking at that all the time. So, Cannon says I have two. You have two Canics? Okay, the gun itself is good. It's the backside of the gun that you're looking at where the hammer's at. I just don't like the way that looks, man. It looks like, it reminds me of like a... it reminds me of almost like a little BB gun. It looks like a BB gun to me. You know what I mean? I'm sorry you disagree. That's just my opinion. I personally, I'm a SIG guy. I love SIGs. I know SIGs are more expensive. I got a 320 right over there. I love my 320. No, I'm not showing it on stream. But yeah, I absolutely love, I love SIGs. SIGs are the best. Even the 320, I know everybody gives the 320 shit because of that, issue that it had firing when holstered and all that stuff, but I think they more or less fixed that issue. I think there's still some people that are having problems with it even after the they've been sent in and sent back, but mine's never gone off, you know. But I also know, to be fair, I don't keep it chambered. Do you think it's double action only, or can you also pull the hammer back? The 1911? Oh, dude, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know how they would, I'm thinking in terms of like how they would program that to like the controls, right? Like what button would you have to press in order to pull the hammer back? Danny says, Sav, no, not the 320. I told you, what did I say? I said people give the 320 shit. I love that gun, dude. I've had that gun since, for like 2 years now. It's been machined down and fixed. They've gotten in and fixed the part that was problematic. It's never gone off on me. I've kept it chambered and holstered when I go hunting. It's the gun I keep on my side when I go hunting, you know, because I live in South Carolina and I hunt in an area where we actively have a large, you know, wild pig population, and those things will mess you up, man. So I carry that because I got 14+1. And I've got good recoil control. It's the X model, so it's not the full Legion, but it has some weight to it. And I can, dude, I'm good with that. I'm good with that gun. I'll say that. That's why I love it so much. Maybe I'll get a 365 at some point, but I really love my 320. Got the screenshot and zoom features added. Just need to reload. Let's go, brother. Let's go, dude. You're killing it, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Everybody say W Cannon. Full screen. Let's go, dude. He's not kidding. He fixed it that fast. He fixed it that fast. Okay, so here we are on a screenshot of Jason riding with Brian here, or well, Brian riding with Jason, I should say. Brian is 100% holding a firearm here. The way that his hand is situated just inside the door jamb, I feel like he's got a handgun in his hand. We can't see it because it's just slightly off frame, but that's my best guess. Let's zoom in here and look at his sunglasses and see what we can see. So it looks like just like nature, just like swamp. They're probably down like the Everglades area, the reflection on the glasses here. Check this out. Look, boom. Save PNG. Download started. That is such a cool feature. I absolutely love that on the website. Thank you for implementing that and making that work right. Glock 20. I don't have a Glock 20. I've never shot one. Couldn't tell you anything about it. Rickshaw says L Cannon. L Rickshaw. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. It's going to look like we're all entering cheat codes, especially when playing on controller. Meanwhile, since the buttons are limited on controller, you're just trying. That's what I'm saying. Like, they've got to try and customize the controls to make it work right. And if they're going to, you know, implement a feature like pulling a hammer back on a handgun, like, I suppose, like, if you had it chambered and ready to go, if you press right trigger, maybe it pulls the hammer back. But, like, I would expect that you would want it to shoot if you press right trigger. Maybe if you press left trigger and you, like, aim in, it pulls the hammer back. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're probably getting too deep in the weeds as far as, like, you know, whether it's going to be double action or single action or all that. Remember, guys, they got to dumb this down for your average player, right? It just is what it is. Danny says, Sav, do you think we'll be able to do crossplay with player-made modes or roleplay servers? Do you also think we will see things like the Porsche Tower where you can park a car in your apartment? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by Porsche Tower. I might need a little bit more context to be able to answer that question. But as far as crossplay, I think we'll get crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox. I don't think we'll get crossplay between console and PC. Try and roll down the window whatever car you're driving in. That's what I'm saying. Like, unless they've come up with like an intuitive control menu, I don't see stuff like that necessarily happening. Unless, like I said, they've come up with like an intuitive menu, like maybe you press up on the D-pad and then it populates like a menu of like 4 or 5 other buttons that you can press to interact with the car, which I think would be a good thing. Like, I think players want that. So, oh my God, Fatal.
You are a worthless piece of shit! Get out of my face!
You're fired.
Yo, we got VPA in the chat, boys. Vinewood Public Access with the $1.99. Thank you, brother. He said, how's your drink? How's your drink, you Sav Sack? My drink is good, man. I'm on whiskey number 3. Little intoxicated, not gonna lie. But we're having a good time. So yeah, thanks for popping in, dude. Are you gonna be streaming tonight? Usually when I finish my Whiskey Wednesday streams, I pop over and watch Vinewood Public Access, or Rob, I should say. Rob is his name. He's a cool guy. Roman says, Sav, do you think Mark II guns will be returning in GTA 6 Online? When you say Mark II guns, are you talking like the railgun and stuff like that? If not, if that's what you're talking about, I sincerely hope not. Machiavelli says, keyboard and mouse support on console would be cool too, but I always prefer to play with controller, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I play GTA Online on PC and I play with a PlayStation controller. It's just easier to drive, you know? Like, I would rather, I'll put it this way, I would rather, like, when it comes to shooting and, like, gunfights, I would rather use mouse and keyboard because I'm way more accurate, even with aim assist. Like, I will fry somebody with aim assist. I don't care if you have aim assist or not, dude. I'll be able to outmove you, outshoot you with mouse and keyboard. It's just better. But when it comes to driving, controller makes it a lot easier. What do we think about this, guys? What do we think about like steering wheel and pedal support? Do we think that Rockstar, do you think there's any chance that Rockstar implements that? I sincerely hope so. Like I felt like that was one of the main things that was missing from GTA 5 is like vanilla support for, you know, wheel and pedals. I feel like when you have a game that is like so heavily based on driving, you definitely need to have some more, you know, like pedal and steering wheel support. And even things like, it would be really cool if they could implement things like joystick controls too for people that spend more time like flying, whether that's helicopters or whatever. You know, I don't know. Free aim lobbies, yes, yes. Machiavelli, yes. Listen to this man, Rockstar. Get that aim assist out of here, man. It's ridiculous. Like, we need some free aim lobbies. I mean, it should be free aim on PC. Like, they should separate PC, like people that play PC on controller and people that play PC on mouse and keyboard. And obviously, if you're a mouse and keyboard, you shouldn't have aim assist. You don't need it. If you do need it, I would just say get good, kid. Joe Mama says, hey, Sav, with UGC coming, do you think Rockstar will want to push a PC release sooner than normal, or are we still waiting a year? Wow, that's one of the better questions I've gotten in a while. Joe, what I will say is that if we were waiting longer than 12 months for the PC port, I would be befuddled. I would be befuddled. I can't imagine they would want to shelve that longer than they need to. Here's the thing, guys. We're talking like Roblox. We already looked this. Somebody looked this up earlier. It was who was that? That was Display that looked it up and said $1.5 billion in a year that Roblox made on UGC content. There's no way that Rockstar sits on that for more than 12 months. That is their moneymaker. You want to talk about shark cards? Shark cards are great, okay? But UGC content, that's where the bread is. And Rockstar is not going to sit on that for more than 12 months. So I would fully expect a PC port within 12 months of release. And you can take that to the bank. We need trains in GTA 6 to be stoppable. Yes, yes we do. We also need to have a toggle for weapons, full arsenal or limited. What do you mean by that? I need some context, Dylan. Rickshaw says, upgrading guns like there's flechette shot for shotgun. I believe that Mark II, or that was a Mark III. I don't know what the back half of that comment is, but yes, I think that flechette rounds would be great as an upgrade option for the shotguns. Sav and online, there's about a dozen guns you can upgrade to MK2 variants or Mark II variants. Get more customizable customization options. I just hope all guns have a lot more customization options. I think we're going to get more customization options. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 kind of set the precedent for that. And when it comes to GTA 6, they're definitely going to want to kind of extend those options to us as well. So I can't imagine them not giving us, like we already saw it in some of the screenshots. I can pull up the Booby Ike pistol again to show you like the gold-plated sights and all that stuff. Like that's not, you know, that's not going to be specifically for Booby Ike. I think we'll be able to customize our weapons like that. Like, it's Florida, guys. It's Florida. You're talking about a deep red state that is steeped in gun culture. They're not going to be limited on, like, weapon customization options. Most tryhards do assisted aim. Well, to them, I wouldn't call them tryhards. Like, there's wannabe tryhards, and then there's, like, actual sweats. And an actual sweat doesn't need aim assist, okay? An actual sweat would be someone like Shroud. Imagine being a slave to aim assist and needing it, right? Yeah, Machiavelli, my guy. Let's go, bro. If we do get all this UGC stuff, will we see space flying crap return, but it'll be a sci-fi server? God, I hope not. I don't want to see anything like futuristic and silly like, you know, ray guns or all that nonsense. And if there is, like, put it in an RP server or UGC content. Sav, you should listen to Luke's Discord message. Okay, all right, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me make sure that this is working. Give me 1 second to get that set up, guys. Hang tight, hang tight. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. Okay. Let's pull up Discord. Okay, we got a message from Luke and Blind Fury. I trust Blind Fury. I trust Luke. But if somebody can give me a green check mark on Blind Fury, just make sure we're all good there. I just can't. I can't take the risk of anything, guys. I know that you wouldn't do anything like that, but I just gotta be extra careful. Let's see, where'd that go? Okay, let me make sure this works.
Jason is most.
Okay, you guys can hear that, right? You can hear Luke's message. I already know where this is going, and part of me doesn't even want to press play. Somebody's got to come back out and give me something else to work with here. But all right, Luke, here we go. Go ahead and say Jason's a cop. Let's get it over with.
Jason is most definitely a cop.
You are a worthless piece of shit! Get out of my face!
You're fired.
Luke, do better, buddy. Do better. All right, yes, it is Blind Fury's birthday, so we're going to listen to Blind Fury's message next. We've already got a green check mark, so I know it's good. All right, let's see what Blind Fury has to say.
Yo, Sav, Big Banana Man. Just want to say I appreciate you and have much respect for you, and everyone in this space. The community is just absolutely amazing. Like, it is the best community I've ever seen and been a part of, and I can't wait for you and all the other creators to blow up and get everything that you deserve this year, and especially at the end of the year when the game comes out. Yeah. And big love to the chat. The chat is amazing, as always. Great people there, and every chat that I go to. So yeah, peace out. God bless.
Everybody that is in this chat right now, if you are listening, I don't care if you're lurking, I don't care if you are actively engaged in the chat. If you can hear my voice right now, please do me a huge favor. I don't want you to like the stream. I don't want you to subscribe. I want you to say happy birthday, Blind Fury. Okay? This dude is one of the most supportive people in the community. He is constantly popping around and supporting everybody's live streams. The dude is just awesome. We love you, Blind Fury. Thank you so much. I hope you have the happiest of birthdays. I don't know how old you're turning, but whatever it is, I hope it's great. So, happy birthday. Everybody in the chat, say happy birthday to old Blind Fury. I don't know why I just did the banana dance, but we did one anyway. Happy birthday, brother. I hope it's a good one. I hope you're having an excellent birthday. It looks like we got another message from Machiavelli. T-Bird, if you could give me the all clear on that one, we'll do that one next, and then maybe we'll do some calls. We got 189 people in the chat. Let's freaking go, guys. Who all is excited for GTA 6? We got 31 Whiskey Wednesdays left. That's 31 weeks until we are playing Grand Theft Auto 6, guys. We are so close. Let's get this freaking hype train going. And, oh, dude, I'm stoked. I turned the music up right as the song was shifting to something else. I was trying to get hype for a second there, guys. That's all right. The song cut me off. Okay, we got a lot of people in the chat all saying happy birthday. Let's go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I know Blind Fury does. We need to toggle switch for weapon system or full arsenal like GTA 5 or a limited weapon system like we're presumed to have. So you're saying you want to toggle switch for the... Like, you want to be able to switch between, like, the GTA 5 way of doing things and the Red Dead Redemption 2 way of doing things? Is that what you're saying? Am I understanding that correctly? I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, I prefer like the Red Dead Redemption 2 way of doing things. Like if there's an option for like arcade or immersion, I'm going immersion every time. I don't even care what the question is. I don't even care what you're referring to. I'm going immersion every time. I want a more immersive experience. So I'm leaning towards Red Dead Redemption 2, like weapon wheel and like weapon system way more than I am GTA 5. But I understand that a lot of people want to be able to pull an RPG out of their asshole and fire it at the nearest helicopter. And to you, I say, maybe Rockstar will give you a toggle switch for that. But I certainly wouldn't be mad if they didn't. Grit says, what kind of cheats do you want to see in GTA 6 since we're going to be on console? Do you think it's going to be expanded on how many of them? Rockstar usually always gives you like a plethora of like cheat options on console. And I mean, obviously you have mods and stuff on PC, so you know there's that. But I would fully expect to see about the same amount of cheats you got in Grand Theft Auto 5, maybe a few more depending on like what new systems they added or whatever. So yeah, I can get on board for that. Is VPA still here? I wouldn't mind bringing him into the chat. Unless he's preparing for a stream, he might be. Fury deserves it. You'd love to see it. That's right. How would that work for online? I don't know what you're talking about and what reference. Let's see. I got a Discord message from Blood Thermic. Says reload. There's a full screen now. I think I already read that. Maybe this is from somebody else. GTA discussion. Luke says, in Need for Speed Heat, auxiliary parts are divided into active and passive categories. Passive parts remain always active during gameplay to provide constant bonuses like reinflatable tires or radar disruption. Would you want this in GTA 6? More engaging police chases or just ruin? Yeah, and I don't want anything that's going to like reinflate my tires mid-police chase. That takes me completely out of it. Don't like that. No, thank you. I'll pass. But yes, thank you for popping that in there. Let's see. Do we have any more voice messages or should we just jump over to calls? Voice messages. We got one from Machiavelli. Let's go ahead and listen to Machiavelli's voice message.
I'm still sick right now, so I'm going to keep this relatively straightforward. This is something I'm willing to discuss more in depth at a later time, but it's quite simple. In terms of the overall longevity of online, year 3, 4, 5, 6 plus, we need the futuristic weapons. We need railguns, oppressors, RC tanks, drones, all of that for the longevity and future of the game.
No! Machiavelli, I feel like that was going so well. And then you went straight down the road I can't follow you down. I can't go there, brother. I'm sorry. No MK, no Mark II oppressor, no futuristic weapons, none of that. We don't need any of that. Just give us more interesting experiences. Give us more UGC content tools. Give us more DLC options. We don't need futuristic weapons. I'm sorry, Machiavelli. I have agreed with just about everything you said in the chat tonight. I feel like you're a mouse and keyboard brother from another mother, and I appreciate that. You understand me. So props. But no, I can't get behind that. I can't get behind futuristic weapons and things like that. So I'm going to have to agree to disagree or just straight up disagree. I'm not with you on that one. You lost me there. That's super high IQ take that some of you are not ready to have yet. You may be right about that. Maybe I'm operating more from like an emotional perspective and less logical. But yeah, I just can't get behind ray guns and all that ridiculous futuristic stuff. I appreciate you sending in the voice message, though. I definitely appreciate that. So, okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we shift towards call-ins? We've only had 3 voice messages so far on the night. It's the first night we've done it, so I didn't expect it to be like popping per se, but we've done call-ins plenty of times. So let's shift over towards call-ins. So here's what I want to do. If you are interested in chatting with me live on stream, please go ahead and join the Discord. Use the link in the description. Or maybe Hooligan or T-Burton or whatever, which, by the way, hello, Hooligan. Welcome to the stream. One of you guys can post in the chat for these guys so they can join the Discord. And then go ahead and pop yourself into the waiting room. I want to do about no more than 2 minutes So each person will have about 2 minutes to kind of say whatever they want to say. I can't go for much longer than that because it starts to affect chat. I want to try and get to everybody or just keep it moving. But yeah, I mean, if you have something that you'd like to say or an argument you'd like to make or whatever, go ahead and pop in the Discord chat. Moderators are welcome too. If you guys want to pop in, hooligan, and say that Jason's a cop, go ahead and feel free. I'll give you the bait hammer and we can move on. But yeah, let's get that going. I think that'd be fun. So if you're part of the Discord, this is the part of the show where you go to the Discord, you pop into the waiting room, and then I drag you into the live stream and we chat for a couple minutes about whatever it is that you would like to say. But I'm going to go ahead and join the on-air section. If any of the moderators want to pop into the waiting room and welcome any call-ins or whatever and kind of feel out that situation, let me know when they're good to go and I'll pull them in. We're sitting at about 10:45 p.m. I'll probably go for at least another 45 minutes to an hour, maybe hour and a half. Wow, this is that was number 3, guys. I'm going on number 4. This is I feel like VPA last night, dude. He was he was like, oh, he was on another level. I think I'm past the point of having to worry about a headache. I might need to go get ice. Tell you what, I'm gonna play a promo for the website, and I'm gonna go get some ice. I will be right back. We know a lot about Grand Theft Auto 6, but the information is spread far and wide. Until now, that is. We've been hard at work creating something special for you guys. It's called 6 Hub. 6 Hub is the most complete GTA 6 community on the internet right now. The moment you land on the homepage, you've got a live countdown, the latest news, my most recent video, and a community hype meter that tracks the copium levels of the GTA 6 community. We've also collected every official screenshot, trailer, and piece of Rockstar artwork and archived them in the media tab. Members can actually use our frame analyzer tool and go frame by frame through every single clip with up to 8 times zoom, and even take screenshots that automatically download as high quality PNGs. And if that wasn't enough, we have every major leak from 2018 to today broken down, sourced, and credibility rated. The info and database library covers the mapping project, the 2022 leak document, the patents, and much more. And then there's the vault, which is a tightly held secret for members only. The best part, signing up is completely free at savgames.com. But if you want full access to all the advanced features on the site, just join the YouTube channel membership for just $2.99 a month, drop your YouTube username in the sign up field, and within 24 hours, you're in. Don't just wait for YouTubers to tell you what's going on in the world of GTA 6. Get up-to-the-minute news for GTA 6 at savgames.com. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, I'm back. That was perfect timing. Shifty Diaz, it doesn't quite work like that. If you want the Discord link, use the link in the pinned message. That will take you to the Discord. It will not give you the Discord link there, but there you go. Hooligan just dropped it. There you go. It's Kinsey. What's up? Says Sav. What's up, guys? Machiavelli says, Weasel News Alert. Leonidas State Governor bans the sale and usage of oppressors, orbital cannons, Mark II weapons, and other high-tech. Keep it lore accurate for year 1 through 3, then bring it back years later. I can get on board for maybe years later, but make it like way down the road, dude. I don't need all that stuff right now. What's up, Blood Thermic? How you doing, buddy? Hello?
Hello. I can go ahead and bring Lazy Fox in here if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Bring him in. Lazy Fox, what's good, man? What's up? Or lady. I don't know who it is.
What's up?
What's good? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Awesome. What's your name in the Discord chat so I know who I'm talking to?
It's Lazy Gun Guy.
Lazy Gun Guy, that's right. We've talked before. I'm sorry.
Yep,
I cannot keep track of everybody, brother. You'll have to forgive me.
Fine.
I know who you are, though. I know Lazy Gun Guy. I've seen that name plenty of times. What's good, man?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. What you got tonight?
I wanted to ask if, since we're going to start out on console, though, obviously we're going to be playing on the PlayStation, but when the PC version comes out, are you going to mostly play on that or both?
Ooh. I guess it depends on the situation. Here's what I'll say. Obviously, we're going to be playing on PS5 for the better part of a year. We'll be pretty well established on PlayStation 5. We'll have plenty of creator friends that we're playing with on PlayStation 5, plenty of viewers and members that we're going to be playing with. When it comes to the PC launch, I'm definitely going to get it. I'm definitely going to be playing on it, but I don't think I'm going to abandon my PS5 playthrough. So I think we'll still have, I think we'll still host like community events and things like that. We'll still get some games and stuff together with everybody. I'm not going to just completely walk away from the PS5 setup.
Yeah, if character transfers are a thing, I'll probably transfer my online character over to PC, but then I might start like a new character on PS5.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, like if we can transfer, I'm 100% going to transfer.
If you're doing like a PS5, Banana Crew Night or something, I'll definitely join.
Heck yeah, dude. I can totally, like, how crazy would it be if Rockstar was like, hey, we're releasing the PC version. By the way, you can transfer your character and there will be crossplay between PC and console. How awesome would that be?
That'd be nice.
That'd be a fat win for anybody that's been waiting for the PC version and not wanting to give up on their character. So, yeah, no, that's a good question, man. I'm definitely not going to... Yeah, I guess it depends on the situation, depends on what Rockstar does, but I'm not going to just completely walk away and abandon a character I've sunk hundreds and hundreds.
I hope they make it a lot harder to mod and cheat and online.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, I mean, that's been the biggest detractor for me for playing online is like modders and cheaters. I do think they have some new patent tech that they've been kind of working on to sort of mitigate that problem. Maybe I should look into doing a video about that. But I mean, that's the biggest problem. If they can just avoid that, I think they'll be well in the clear. They have to know that's going to be a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've seen it in previous titles. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with Red Dead Online, that's borderline unplayable.
One last thing.
Yeah.
When we get together, we totally need to do like a fishing tournament.
Yes. Yeah, I hope the fishing is in depth enough to where like you take like weight and length measurements. That would be cool, dude. And then like it'd be really cool if you had to like if they take it a little bit beyond that and like there were certain spots that you could catch better fish at or like certain methods and certain times a day. Like if they really make it
have like an impromptu fishing.
Yeah, that would be awesome, dude. And I've been telling Meeks, I don't know if Meeks is still in the chat, but the other Grand Theft Auto creator, Meeks, just started his channel not too long ago. I think he's coming up on 1,000 subs here pretty soon. But
yeah, because if they're going to lean into the RP elements, they should be able to have like a little like impromptu fishing tournaments and stuff like that.
100%,
as well as like races and stuff.
Yes, yeah, all the different. Meeks is here. Yes, let's go. He said, "I'll be there on the water doing my thing." Yeah, dude, I'm completely behind that. I was telling Meeks earlier today. I said, dude, you should definitely like with you being from the Bahamas, you should go and get you a fishing boat, go and set up on an island somewhere in an RP server, and be like, you know, come on, I'll take you fishing. You know, with that Bahama sort of culture and accent, dude. Oh, dude, he'd clean up. Yeah, that would be fun. I would 100% go and visit, and yeah, we make some videos and stuff. So yeah, that's a great idea. We should definitely. I really hope they flesh out that fishing mini game.
Yep, I hope so. I hope it's like it doesn't need to be like a full-on fishing simulator, but it needs to be just in depth enough. Yeah,
just enough to like kind of, you know, make sure that the people that are wanting to spend some time doing it feel
rods, a few different lures.
Yeah, exactly. They don't need to go like
styles.
Like Bass Pro, you know, fishing game level immersion, but like at least give us like some variety to it, you know.
And
like
also they're gonna have like, you know, the grass rivers where you can go catfishing or something, and rivers and Mount Caliga, and then you can go ocean fishing and
spear fishing.
Oh yeah,
so
that'd be fun.
Yeah. We could see in the leaks that, you know, you have multiple different, you know, what do they call those? I guess bolts with a spear gun, not arrows, but you have multiple different spear gun ammo. So it's not like a one-off thing and a mission like we originally thought based on the early leaks, but it looks more like something that you can run around and actually use like on the street even. So yeah, that'd be interesting. I can't wait to send a spear gun round through somebody. I want to see how they react. You know,
have underwater spear battles.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll have to reenact the scene from that one James Bond movie.
Yeah,
They're doing
was
like
it
they're doing
Thunderball?
The big, the big underwater fight scene with the spear guns.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember. Was that Thunderball or no? It wasn't Thunderball. It was it Octopussy? I can't remember exactly.
I don't remember which.
It was one of the older
tell
ones.
ya.
It was a,
I
it
know
was a Sean Connery
one of
film.
the older ones.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's great, man. No, I love it. Definitely.
I hope the water
So-
just like gets completely full of blood and everything.
yeah.
And the
Yeah,
sharks
well,
come
we're
attack us.
definitely gonna have community events in like game nights where we like get everybody together and do some stuff.
Oh,
So
I look forward to it.
yeah, for sure, we'll get you in there, man. Well, I really
You'll have to
appreciate
have
you
a-
popping
You'll have
on.
to have a yellow banana boat.
Yeah, oh, definitely. If there's anything banana or yellow, I'm gonna be rocking it for sure.
Alrighty.
Well, I appreciate you hopping on, man.
Yep,
I'm gonna get
yep,
to the
thanks
next
for
person,
talking.
but yep, absolutely welcome. I'm glad you popped on and got to chat for a minute.
Yep. Alrighty. Take care.
All right, we'll see you, buddy. Okay, Thermic, if you could pop in and check in on Zayden's real quick whenever you get a chance. I'm gonna get to chat here for a second, just see if we got any anything I don't want to miss or whatever. Machiavelli said, oh, we've already read that. Let's scroll down a little bit. Oh, T-Bert left a message. Okay, let's do T-Bert's message real quick. Let me go down here. Let me grab this. Where's it at? Voice messages. Guys, this is extra special because this was T-Bert's idea to do the voice message thing, and he hasn't been able to like jump on and do an actual, like conversation. So this is extra special. This is a big moment. Okay. Oh, by the way, good night, Greg. I hope you sleep tight, and I hope you have a good doctor's visit tomorrow. You get all good news, brother. All right, here's T-Bert.
Okay, so my thoughts on the whole map expansions is basically this. The systems, the patents and stuff that we know, looks like these systems are being built to be expanded on and built out over time.
He is already when you are.
So I don't
Okay,
think we're going to
give
see,
me 1 second.
say a DLC where
Okay.
Jason and Lucia go to a new area or a new map. What I think is more likely is that we will have another game, like say GTA 7, where you have a new protagonist and a new map that is not connected to GTA 6. But that map is going to get added on to the online mode that they will share, and that, will just be a new area we can then go with our online character and have new missions and stuff in it. So I think that will be how the expansions are introduced. So you'll have the main game come out, and then say a month later, that map gets added to online with new content. And with the systems that they put in place, when they add new clothing and new NPC options and all, they will just be able to spawn in across the entire map at that point. That's at least what I think will happen. So, what do you think?
That's an interesting take, T-Bert. I don't think that's far outside the realm of possibility. I think we could totally see something like that. I definitely, I mean, me personally, I think they're gonna separate the online from the single player. I personally believe that if we get single player DLC, it'll come in the form of like a paid expansion, like $19.99, $29.99, $39.99, whatever they want to charge for it. And then the online will just instantly have access to it. But I don't hate that idea. I think they could definitely do it that way. And I mean, I feel like that's a fairly decent take based on Rockstar's history. I could see them doing something like that. But thank you for the voice message, T-Bert. It's good to hear your voice, and we'll have to do more of these for sure. We do have somebody in the waiting room. Zayden's is ready to go. Thermic, if you want to, I can drag him in here. Zayden's, how you doing, brother? There's history. I can see them doing something. Hello? Zayden? You have somebody in the waiting room. Zayden's is ready to go. He doesn't realize he's in here. Zayden, can you hear me? Hey, what's good, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, brother, I hear you. First off,
how you doing?
Man, I just wanted to give you your flowers, man, because really, I'm kind of new to the streams. Like, I've always been sub to the channel, but I'm kind of new to the streams, man. And man, this is just a family environment you built here, man. And I just really appreciate everything you've done for the community you built here. And man, I need to pop in more, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, dude. Well, I really appreciate you saying that. You know, I try to make sure that whatever I'm delivering to you guys is, you know, worth your view time. You know, I know you only get 24 hours in the day and however many minutes. And, you know, if I'm putting content out there that's going to take up some of that time, I want to make sure that it's worth that time that you're giving to it. So I really appreciate you saying that. It means a lot to me. And I hope to continue earning your views, you know, on live streams and content moving forward, man. I really appreciate you saying that. It means a lot.
Yeah, man, always. I just wanted to get up here and say that first, man, because I'm kind of new around here in the Discord and in the live scene. So, man, I just wanted to get acclimated first, you know, so you wanted to hear it from me first.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I'm glad that you found the live streams and you're getting something out of it. That's important. I really enjoy doing these Whiskey Wednesdays, and it looks like it's growing and growing. We're still sitting at about 166 concurrent viewers right now, which is, haven't seen those numbers since before the delay, so it sounds like the hype is starting to pick back up and everybody's getting more jacked, knowing that within the next 30 days or so, we're probably getting trailer 3, bro. So I'm glad you found us. You found us at a good time. Shit's about to get really crazy around here. It's about to pop off, and we're about to, you know, really... you know, get into the serious hype segment of the pre-release of GTA 6. So I'm glad you found us.
Hey, man, that's what we're all here, man. This game has brought us together, believe it or not, bro. Really, this game has really brought the community back together in a way that most people don't see outside of their own vision, you know?
That's right. Yep, that's absolutely right. And that's been my goal from the beginning, is trying to bring creators together with creators, viewers together with creators. By the way, it's worth mentioning now, since you brought that up, I want to go ahead and segue to something that we're working on the website real quick. One of the things, guys, if you're still watching, that we're going to be implementing on the website is a creator tab. So you're going to be able to go over to the creator tab and see all the creators that are making GTA 6 content pretty consistently. You'll be able to go through and check each one of them out. Maybe you'll find your new creator.
So, beautiful
what's
implement. Now I'm saying to the chat, it's a beautiful implement.
Yeah, well, I mean, my goal is to connect you guys with the people that you want to watch. If that's me, awesome. If it's somebody else, awesome. My goal is to just bridge that gap and make sure you guys find the content you guys want to watch. So I think what goes around comes around, and a rising tide raises all ships. So that's been my motto from the beginning. I'm going to keep sort of operating with that in mind, and I really appreciate anybody that's watching, and I'm glad that you found the stream and you're new to the channel and you're willing to pop in and say your 2 cents. So yeah, it's nice talking to you, man. I'm glad you found us.
Of course, bro. I just wanted to give you your flowers, man. That maybe down the line we'll talk some GTA 6, but that's the only thing I wanted to leave you with today, man. Appreciate you for sure.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Definitely, if you ever want to pop back in and talk some GTA 6, man, I'm here. You know, I'll be here every Wednesday from now until launch. So you just stick around and we'll have some conversations for sure.
Of course, brother. God bless, man. Have a great night.
You too, buddy. We'll see you. All right, guys, I currently don't have anybody in the waiting room, so I'm going to go over to the chat and hang out here for a minute. If anybody else wants to call in and chat live, just go ahead and join the Discord. It's super easy. Pop into the waiting room, and we'll take your call whenever you're ready. So looks like we got Snarko and Bogan Bav in the chat, guys, which Hooligan has infamously named Bogan Bav. He's renamed him to Boner Bav. And I absolutely love it. That is like my favorite nickname that I've heard so far, is referring to Bav, Boner Bav. So from now on, I dub thee Bogan Bav, Boner Bav. Surely this stream is a new concurrent record. It is definitely concurrent record post the November delay. Pre-November delay, it is not. Pre-November delay, we were hitting these numbers even a little bit higher, but we were in like the 300 range. But it seems like, Bav, it seems like the hype level is picking back up and we're getting there. Speak of the devil. What's going good, buddy?
What's going on? Boner Bav is here.
Boner Bav in the Discord. Dude, I love that name, dude. I absolutely love that. Hooligan, that's the best thing that Hooligan, or I don't even know, was it Hooligan that came up with that, or I don't know who came up with that, or Caden?
Maybe Caden.
It's absolutely hilarious, dude. It's hysterical. It's my new favorite nickname for you. So I just can't put it in a title. If I could, I would.
You can't. No, you get in a bit of trouble with that one.
Yeah, probably a little.
Hey, the stream has been going good. I'm sorry I haven't been able to watch much of it. I've been out driving around all day, but this is good. You've done
Yeah,
well.
dude. Yeah. It seems like the hype level's picking back up a little bit. It's exciting to see that, you know, a lot more people are coming around and getting more invested in Grand Theft Auto 6, and we got more news and stuff floating around, so there's more stuff to talk about. So we're closing in, man. We're closing in. I don't know if you heard my message to Bogan Babe earlier, but I was
listening to that.
Yeah. I was trying to do you a solid, but yeah, I mean, like, we're close, man. We're close. I think we're honestly within 30 days of this whole thing flipping upside down and going
Maybe
nutty.
Our careers
So
aren't at risk.
what's that?
Maybe our careers aren't at risk.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. So yeah, I'm
Chase the
definitely.
dream.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, Snarko, hop in, dude. Hop in the Discord. You're welcome. You don't have to. You just pop in whenever, dude. If you are a GTA 6 creator and you have the creator tag in my Discord, this voice chat is not off limits. You pop in whenever. You can come and go as you please. So, Snarko, if you want to pop in, feel free, man. And does anybody have any questions for Mr. Boner Bav himself? Hooligan says, did y'all see where Boner Bav's face got leaked today? Is that true? Did your face get leaked?
That definitely did happen. Negative. Dark Mayhem's question though, do we know if Bav has a mullet hairstyle? Brother, I am bald. I ain't got no hair. I did have a mullet, but I got sick of it. I had to go.
All the hair that would come with... What's up, Snarko?
Hey, Snarko, what's good, man?
All the hair that would come with a mullet, you could take off the head and put on the face, and that's more in line with what you got with Mr. Boner Bav.
I need to trim it. It's getting out of control, man.
Okay, so I can call you Ian, right?
Yeah, of course.
So
that's fine.
okay, all right. So I didn't know. It's the branding thing. Like I totally get the branding situation. You know, you're like wanting to be called a certain thing. Like I totally understand that. But yeah,
Hey, my real name's Ian, so you guys are good. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna refer to you as Ian then. So
Did you get drunk tonight, Sav, or what's the deal?
Oh, dude, I'm
Wednesday.
Yeah, I am like I'm going on my 4th glass of whiskey now, so I am 100%. This is probably, just being honest, the most intoxicated I have been on a whiskey Wednesday in months. So
well, me and Bav brought the tough questions here, so get ready.
What you got? You got some tough questions? Let's hear
them. Somebody asked if Jason.
Oh God, don't do it.
They asked if he was like a political. A cop, a police officer. Yeah.
You are a worthless piece of shit! Get out of my face!
You're fired.
He's muttered now.
Yeah. First, he's in here 30 seconds and he's already dropping Jason's a cop on me. So yeah. You can thank Hooligan and Caden and everybody else for that. You guys have been setting that precedent.
Infected me with it.
Yeah, I'm getting people that have never been on the stream before that pop in here and they're like, "Oh, Jason's a cop," because they know, you know, they've figured out that it's worth a ban button and they want to see that ban button. So it's all good. Chili, I was actually looking for that squirt bottle. I was looking for like some kind of squirt bottle meme, you know, that you could play on stream. It's just like somebody squirting something with a squirt bottle. I could not find anything. I looked for like an hour today. I couldn't find anything.
Like the hibachi.
Don't worry about using the bottle. You got Boner Bav here to squirt.
Like the little hibachi.
Like the hibachi. I don't know about hibachi. I was just looking for like a squirt bottle. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you have a dog that's misbehaving, you squirt him with a squirt bottle or something like that. Like that's what I was kind of looking for.
You should get the little hibachi boy. You remember he sprays you?
Dude, I don't know what that is.
Oh, you gotta look it up.
All I can think of is Salt Bay.
Hibachi water boy. Let's see if it comes
Hibachi water boy. You have to send that to me. Oh, that reminds me. Hooligan sent something for me to react to earlier in the stream. Maybe we need to do that. Meeks, how do you get the creator badge? Oh, dude, like just join the Discord. Are you in the Discord? Are you in my Discord? If you're not, click the link, join the Discord. Maybe Hooligan can drop the link for you to join. Just join using the link that Hooligan drops, and then we'll assign you the creator tab so you can pop in. Are we cooked already? Says Shifty Diaz. If you're referring to the amount of alcohol that I've consumed tonight, then yes, we are 100% cooked already. I've got to be up at like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 now, so I'm good for like another 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'll be all right. But whenever I drink too much whiskey, like I wake up the next morning a little early because the alcohol converts over to sugar in your system, and then it wakes you up early. You know what I'm talking about?
Do you get hangovers, or are you pretty good with it?
If I drink like a full glass of water, like before I go to bed, I'm usually good. I don't get a hangover. But if I'm like ready to go to sleep and I do have a headache, it's usually because I haven't drank quite enough. It's just enough to kind of give me a headache, and then which case I'll take a couple Excedrin, drink a glass of water, and then go to sleep, and I'm usually good. But
I always get hangovers. I don't drink that much anymore. Like I would drink probably once a year if I'm lucky, and when I do, the next morning is not nice.
Yeah. Well, I only drink on Wednesdays now. Like, it's crazy, you know. It's like the idea that I'm drinking on a Wednesday is insane, but you know, it's like I don't have anything necessarily going towards going tomorrow. So, what's up, Meeks? How you doing, brother?
Hi, Meeks.
Hey, Ian.
What's good, man? Blind Fury says I love drunk Sav.
Drunk Sav's good.
Yes, Sav. I just watch you just put it down.
Yeah, man, I'm throwing it back. I do have a pretty high tolerance. I'm Irish, and it's whiskey, so you know it is what it is. And like I said earlier, alcoholism runs in the family. So as long as I keep it to just Wednesdays, we'll be all right. But man, I can.
You don't become a pro golfer and then tip over your car, you'll be all right.
Yeah, for sure, exactly. Yeah, we don't want to pull a Tiger. Yeah, but yeah, no, I can hang with the best of them, man. If we're talking whiskey, but as soon as you get me on some tequila, I'm out. I'm down and out pretty quick. So.
Man, that's cool. That's good. I mean,
man.
I tell people, you know, Bahamians or people from the Bahamas, they originated from pirates. So pirates are the greatest drinkers.
Heck yeah, dude.
Wait, Meeks, are you good at fishing? Because Sav said earlier in the stream I was listening, he said that you're going to teach us how to fish.
Oh yeah, definitely. We are going to fish, guys. Oh man, it's gonna be so fun. Now the only thing is, hopefully Rockstar went all out with fishing, okay, and the marine life. If they did, my God, we're gonna have so much fun. You could, like, I'm just dreaming about this, like.
Meeks, you should set it up. You should have some like destination tours. You should set up like a tour system on an RP server.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like
welcome all the tourists.
welcome to the island of Meeks. We're gonna take you on a little tour today. We're gonna do some fishing, do some scuba diving, and we'll have you back on shore by about 3 o'clock. Go ahead and grab your drinks, bring your cooler on board. We're gonna have a fun day. You know, I would 100% subscribe to that.
Hey, I've been telling everybody, like, if I would have come back to the Bahamas, go back home, they have to give me an island, name an island after me. Hey, GTA6 may be the way I get that island.
Yeah, dude. Hey, since you're here and you're from the Bahamas, why don't you tell the 166 people that are watching right now something interesting about Bahamian culture? Like something that they could maybe expect to see in GTA 6 as it relates to, like, you know, the Bahamas itself, if they add it, or the neighborhoods that are more specifically like Bahamian culture in Miami.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, like we have more of that, let's say, pirate ancestors, basically, Luke Hyens and all that stuff. I don't know how depth Rockstar is gonna go with, let's say, islanders and all that stuff, but you could hear in my voice the little island that's in me. So yeah, what you can expect, I would say, is it's gonna be on par with that Leonida vibe, because we have like a lot of Bahamians like to either travel or live in Miami. So I would say Rockstar is going to do their best to give all cultures or surrounding areas that island vibe feel. Like, I could only imagine like what is going to happen when we get to see the people on the water partying, because that's exactly what we do in the Bahamas as well. We party on the sea. You know, people come over to our islands. Our because we made up out of let's say 700 islands.
Wait, Nassau, are you kind of like the main island is Nassau?
Nassau is the main island, but is a lot of beautiful
Bimini?
islands.
Heard of Bimini?
Yeah. Exoma, Bimini, Exoma, Long Island. You ever see pink sand, Sav? You ever see pink sand?
No, dude. I need to tell you what, Meeks. Why don't we do this? I think we all need to link up in Miami, and then we all need to fly over to the Bahamas, and you show us around. How about that?
No, we're driving
that needs to happen. Well, Meeks, you need to tell them about the actual modern day pirates that's sit in the waters between the Bahamas and Miami.
Oh,
I don't think they know about that.
We'll 70. We'll 70. We'll run them.
Yeah. You get from Cubans to Haitians. I just watched Bav's video based on Rockstar got a lot of like hot water for like the Haitian nationality and all that stuff, right? So yeah,
I'm gonna come right back to
like
that
number one
comment.
when it comes to like
VPA, hang tight.
Islands and Miami as well too, Florida, and then you get a lot of like drug trafficking that still goes on today as we speak.
Oh god! Wait, have you seen the videos of Trump blowing them up? I don't know about that.
Well, that's coming from South America. So I'll tell you this: like my uncle lives in Florida and he has a boat and he would go to the Bahamas all the time. And he would tell me, he's like, I do not go to the Bahamas without a loaded AK-47 in the boat because of the modern day pirates between the Bahamas and Florida. It's like legit. Yeah. It's legit. And they're on speedboats and they'll pull up next to you and there's not shit you can do unless you're prepared to deal with it.
Wait, but Meek, what if we're going like 70 miles an hour in a center console? We're good, right?
No. You don't understand, dude. These guys have boats that can match your speed.
I'll run them.
Yeah.
I'll run them.
No.
That's
dangerous.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, you have people that and most likely it ain't always the Bahamians. Like I say.
No. Of course. Yeah.
Because to be honest, we more that island. We more glued to our island. And we just about our sea. We try as much as possible to police our waters as well. But we have like a lot of like individuals come and they like would catch our fish and stuff, which is illegal, you know. And then illegal? Especially like our blue marlins, like just fishing in our waters, and you know, you're not of Bahamian nationality, right? But you have people that goes blue marlin sports fishing, and that's like something you do not do, because the blue marlin is actually a part of our symbol. So it's a rare type of fish as well too.
Meeks, what about if you go further south, like Turks and Caicos or Barbados? What's that one? St. Bart's, right? Those islands all the way down there. Are those cool?
They have their own territory as well too. Everything is territory.
Oh really? Like St. Lucia.
Yeah, they police their waters as well too. I don't know how strict it is, but to be honest, the islands, like, we don't have like an army, so our defense force officers try their best, like what they have, right? But the United States is basically, you can call them we call them for help for anything if we have like on the water, because they have the they stay patrolling the waters.
We got you, baby.
Sure
we got you.
That no drugs come into America too, right?
Yeah. No,
So, man,
I've never been to the
it's a
Bahamas.
lot.
I would love to go there at some point, which is why I think it'd be a fantastic idea. Like if the next 3 months go really well, gentlemen, I feel like we all need to meet up in Miami, and we need to have like a 3 or 4 day excursion.
That'd be so good.
And then
That'd
we
be
need
so
to
good.
eventually maybe pop over to the Bahamas, check that out. Like that needs to happen. I feel like that needs to happen.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe October, because the summer gets pretty hot down in Florida, so maybe we do October right before.
October is
we'll
perfect.
See.
For Southern Florida, October is perfect. And by the way, VPA is in the chat. He was saying, no, but I'm down AF. I don't know what that was in relation to. I think that was something I was saying earlier. But then he also said, the little island that's in me was a quote that Meeks just said. He said it's a great film title for a movie about clinical depression. Oh, dude,
That's
he cracks
funny.
me up. Yeah, yep. You should definitely Rob, pop in here, dude. If you're around, pop in here, man. But yeah, dude, I just feel like we have to get to Miami at some point. We've got to get down there. We've got to get a group of people together.
I've been down there. I went to all the hotels and stuff. Like started 2025. It's cool. But you should. Street View's still cool. You know, I don't know. I mean,
we need to get Mr. Bogan Bav up from Australia, man. We need to get him up here.
That's a long haul.
That's gonna be really expensive trip too. So I gotta have a really good month to be able to go there.
Well, maybe we could.
Shifty Diaz said a Miami
maybe we can.
Table.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Like a round table from the hotel room. Hell yeah, dude. That'd be perfect. Maybe we can all pitch in on Bav's ticket up to the States, and then we can, you know, he can have his walking around money.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's no problem. Bav is a good person. I don't mind.
Lunch.
Because it is expensive. Like to come from Australia to the States, especially right now with like diesel and gas prices the way they are. I'd imagine it'd probably be $1,500 one way. You know, so like.
How long is the flight? 18 hours.
Oh, something like that. 16, 18.
God. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bab, like but I don't think me and Sav are going to make many trips to Australia.
I'm going. I've already told Bav at some point I'm going to Australia.
Day,
That's on my bucket list. My wife really wants to go to New Zealand and see where they filmed Lord of the Rings and all that. She's a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah, a bunch of balloons guy lives there.
Yeah.
He's got like a giant house. Do you know that?
Oh, yeah. So
it's like something games or something. I don't know. They're a game company. They build all that stuff.
Well, Bav already said he's going to take me out. We're going to get down there. We're going to go out and have a good time. He's going to give me some Vegemite.
Yes. I'll be getting a little care package organized with Vegemite. It's going to have Tim Tams in there, Milo.
Yeah. Tim Tams. I've heard a lot of good things about Tim Tams. I don't know about Vegemite. That's still sketched out about Vegemite. But we'll definitely get down to Australia at some point. It'd be fun to come down there for like PAC or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I'd be down for sure. Pickle Diller said TGG could smuggle Bav on a plane in a suitcase.
That's what it takes, man. I'll hop in the suitcase.
Yeah, we should see if he's coming up at all over the next few months. He might.
Yeah, dude. Well, maybe you can just get it good with TGG and be like, hey, bro, next time you go to the States, you want to buy me a plane ticket?
And my lunch for every single day and accommodation.
Yeah. No. We'll pay for your lunch. We'll pay for your lunch and accommodation. Just get him to get you up here. You know, if you can get TGG to get you here, we'll take care of everything else. We got you.
Everyone should start dropping it in his comment sections. Can you take Bav tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it next time he's live. I'm gonna pop in there.
Yeah, let's all do it. We'll come to his chat.
My goal in life is to get Bav to a Texas style like barbecue joint and like get him some actual
ribs.
like Texas style barbecue with some ribs and some brisket. Oh, dude, like I can't like he's gonna like die and go to heaven, man. I can't wait.
Just come to Texas.
Yeah, that's true. Are you in Texas? Is that where you guys are at? Is that where you're central? Okay. I didn't know where Will was. I didn't know because I'm originally from Missouri, and you guys said you were Central Standard Time. I didn't know if you were in Texas or where you were at because it's a big time zone. But yeah, dude, Texas dry rub is the best barbecue in my opinion. And I'm from Missouri, like Kansas City area. Like, you know, we've got our own style up there, but Texas barbecue, the dry rub is hands down the best. I don't need no barbecue sauce if it's cooked right. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you're from you go to Lake of the Ozarks, Sav, or no? That's up there.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'm from. I was born in Columbia, Missouri. You know, like that's like 45 minutes from Lake of the Ozarks. I grew up going to Lake of the Ozarks, man.
They have a crazy like boating speedboat culture on that lake.
Oh yeah. They've got all kinds of stuff out there, man. It's not as good as it used to be. Like Lake of the Ozarks. If you head out there now, it's a little bit run down. Like we used to go to this. I forget what it's called now, but it's like I think it's like the Strip. I think is what it's called. But it's like outdoor arcades and like all the cool stuff that was like really cool in the '90s is now like, you know, run down and barely functioning, and a lot of it's closed off and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Rob, get in here. What are you doing, dude? Jump in the voice chat. What are you doing just in the YouTube chat? You hop in here, dude. Unless you're getting ready for your stream, which starts in about, 36 minutes?
Got to have a crossover. Go on, do it.
Heck
I've
yeah,
still never
dude.
been to LA before. I always wanted to do that to see the GTA 5 stuff, but I don't know.
He just officially invited us out there. He said all of his content creators friends, you know, that goes for all of us. Like if we go out to LA, he said he would take us out for a steak dinner and some drinks on the town. So I might, that might be a good reason to actually go to LA. I haven't had a good one before that.
So that dinner for one night covered. That's good.
Yeah, that's dinner for one night covered. That's absolutely right. Yeah.
I just have to leech off of everyone.
No, you won't have to be doing much leeching here in a couple months, dude. Like I think this whole thing's about, this is a powder keg, dude. It's about to blow. Everybody's super excited. I mean, it's been a while since I've had 154 concurrent viewers in chat. You know, what is this, 3 hours into my stream? So I think the community's starting to get a little bit more excited. And we love you guys for it. I appreciate you guys hanging out in here, by the way. If you're in chat right now, thank you for hanging out and being part of the stream. I really do appreciate it. It's not lost on me.
I think with 6 Hub, you need to increase the community copium index, because that's only around 2 stars right now. I'm feeling it's getting up there.
Yeah, I know. I've been on the fence about that. Yeah, we've got a big update coming, and Blood Thermic is working on it right now, dude. And I'm telling you, this guy is cooking, man.
As we speak.
Yeah, exactly. He's working on it literally right now. So as soon as that rolls out, we're gonna bump the copium index up, and we'll go from there.
Can I give a little hint?
Yeah, dude, go for it.
Copium index. So
Yeah.
the copium index is going to be based on what users set in their dashboards, so it'll be live and responsive to what the actual community is putting in.
Let's freaking go, dude. So you guys will have a reason to go into your profile and actually adjust your excitement level. Caden, where'd you go? You popped in, then popped back out. But you'll have a reason to go into your profile and actually adjust like your excitement level, and then it will take an average across all the members of the website, and then that it'll be set as that's like the new hype level for the game coming out. I'm telling you, dude. Yeah, Thermic's on some shit, dude. He's cooking over there. So I'm
like
excited.
The level, the bus level, or what are we naming it?
No, it's so currently, let me go ahead and pull it up and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. Let me go back to the home page. Go over here. Nope, wrong one. Sorry guys, I'm a little intoxicated. Pressed the wrong button. So currently, if you go to the homepage of 6 Hub, it currently says savgames.com. We're about to change that up. It's going to be Sav 6 Hub or something like that. It's going to be more like focused around GTA 6 and less branded around me. But currently, it's at Steady Copium, which is 2 out of 6. So if once we get up to 6, let me go over here to the mod. Give me 1 second.
I believe, not to interject, but I believe it's going to be 6hubhq.com, I believe is what you got.
Yes, that's exactly right. Let me go back here. Copium level. So level 6 is Overdose. That's going to be, I feel like we have to save that for when the game is we're like the night before launch. We'll save that. That Overdose, we're not going to hit Overdose until we're like the Whiskey Wednesday before launch. That's when we'll go Overdose, because there's some really cool effects associated with Overdose, and I don't want to leak any of that early. But I feel like we're probably at a 3 now, so I'm gonna go ahead and bump it up. We're at elevated copium levels. I feel like
I don't think it's ever gonna go back to a 2.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Or steady above, you know.
Yeah, I think the fact that we've been able to sustain 150 concurrent viewers or higher throughout this whole Whiskey Wednesday stream, that's worthy of a level 3 elevated copium levels. And it's all going to get it's all going to change a little bit. We're changing it from copium to hype. So all of that's going to change slightly, but the website's getting a complete overhaul right now. Blood Thermic is working on it, and it's going to be super dope. I have all the confidence in the world. This guy's going to deliver something awesome here in the coming days. We're talking about like a complete 2.0 launch of the website. So if you've been on the website or you haven't been on the website, either way, whenever he's finished with this in the next few days, it's going to be dope. Which, by the way,
we put a GoFundMe for Bav on the website. We get him up to US.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that actually. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe for Bav to the United States. That would be cool.
Bav boost.
I would love to get Bav up here, dude. I would really like to get Bav up to the United States.
We'll make it work. We probably don't have to do that, but we'll make it work.
Yeah, he's had some people dropping into his camera fund. Which, by the way, how's that coming, Bav? Did we lose him?
He's making
he's
grilled
AFK.
cheese. Yeah.
He's making a grilled cheese.
I'm rolling that every
Don't worry
day.
about it. He's eating some Vegemite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making a grilled cheese. No, so Bav, for those of you that don't know, he started his stream the other day. We were playing GTA Online, and he started his stream, and then he went and like made a grilled cheese sandwich like after he started his stream because he's waiting to like wake up with all. Yeah, he likes himself. He likes him a grilled cheese sandwich, man.
Did you look
Blind
at those
Fury
bags I
said,
sent you?
"I'd pay for Bav to go over." What you sent me? What?
Those toaster bags I sent you, or I don't know if I think I told you.
Yes,
about it, right?
I did. I looked those up. I found those online. So for those of you that don't know, okay, because I didn't know this. All right, Snarko was telling, or Ian was telling me about how you can, if you guys like grilled cheese sandwiches, there are toaster bags that you can go on Amazon and buy, and they are toaster safe, reusable bags that you can take two pieces of bread, put some cheese in between it, slip it inside this little bag, and drop it in your toaster, and it makes like the perfect grilled cheese sandwich in like 2 minutes. Okay, It's legit. It's real. I haven't ordered them yet, but I'm about to. I did actually make a late night run to the grocery store the other night to get some American cheese to make grilled cheese sandwich after Bav was on his grilled cheese shit the other night. But it's good stuff.
Just
dude.
want to let you know,
love
Sav,
it.
is you are still showing your screen.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's all good. We're shit. Yeah, we're on.
Someone said Miami stream soon. What do you think about IRL streaming? I'm not a big fan of it, but we could maybe do we could do like maybe a live podcast type thing. You know, we could do that live with the Miami background.
Yeah, for sure. We should definitely do a live stream in Miami. I've never been to Miami.
I don't know. I mean, I would maybe do an IRL, but it's a little dicey. We might need somebody to come with us. But I don't know. I mean, we're not that big yet, but you get what I'm saying. It's not safe.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Blood Thermic, for letting me know about that cannon. We definitely need to do a Miami stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I would love to get everybody in Miami and like linked up and do a roundtable in Miami. Like maybe like, how cool would it be if we were like 4 weeks before launch? I ain't going to a strip club, brother.
No. I'm just saying we could use their rooftop. We could stream on the roof.
Yeah, if you could, I'll put it this way, like I'm married and I respect my wife and I won't set foot in a strip club myself, but if we can get to the rooftop without going through the strip club, I'd 100% be down. But yeah, dude. No, I mean, we could probably find a really cool hotel close by where we have like the Miami skyline or something like that, get everybody together and do a live stream roundtable from Miami like 4 weeks before launch. That would be dope.
Be cool.
That'd be really dope.
Yeah.
So I don't know where Bad Wood.
I've heard of
probably
him.
is.
The YouTuber. I haven't really seen much. Is he post much or no?
Dark Ma'am. Dark Ma'am's comment about Zach Cox. I've had him in a roundtable not that long ago.
Yeah, I checked out his channel. I haven't seen him.
He makes all kinds of stuff, dude. He makes some GTA 6 content, GTA content. He talks some other stuff too. But yeah, we've had him on a roundtable before. He's got some interesting takes. I'm trying to organize the next roundtable already. I might try and squeeze one more in before we get trailer 3. So far I haven't had any hits on the GTA 6 creator YouTube page, but I'm sure we'll get some people that want to jump in. But I was thinking about doing. What do you got, chat? What do you guys think about this? There's some people in here that have some strong opinions on the roundtable, I'm sure. Would you guys like to see like a weekly roundtable? Maybe not 6 people because that'd be kind of hard to organize. But if we had like 4 people, like me and 3 other people, that we could organize like a weekly mini roundtable, would that be something that you guys would watch? Would you guys want to see that? If so, maybe we can get Ian or Bav or a couple other people, maybe some VPA on there or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like a weekly like news catch up or something. That's actually true. We can pull it. Let me create a poll real quick.
It's gonna be like 90% yes. I'm probably calling it. We'll see.
Everyone's gonna say yes. They just want more content.
Turn it into like a weekly podcast kind of deal.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. Like
Really good
3
time for that.
people that are pretty like consistent or same people every week, or maybe like one seat rotates out or something like that.
Mhm.
I'm struggling to type right now. Weekly roundtable with about 4 creators. Yay or nay? Yay. Nay. All right. Tell you what, I've got to take a very, very, very quick bathroom break. So what I'm going to
Perfect
do?
opportunity.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play the merch promo because you guys haven't seen that in a minute. I'll be back. Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
22
Can you
votes,
imagine if I stopped the
90%
video
yes.
right here to tell you about some mobile game or a VPN? Honestly, we're so much better
Chat, troll
than
him.
that.
Everybody go no.
I'd much rather
Everybody
sit
go
here
no.
in a
Troll
super
him.
comfortable Night Owl hoodie and drink my coffee from this beautiful
Watch this,
Night Owl
watch this.
mug and just say thank you.
Let's see if they
Viewer,
can do
thank
it.
you, seriously, for watching my
Oh,
videos and
it's
supporting
moving.
this channel so I don't have to
Can they
sell
hear
out.
me?
And hey, if you happen to find yourself wearing one of these super comfortable, amazing Night Owl hoodies and drinking from this
I don't think they'd
handsome
be
coffee
able to
mug,
hear you. He's got the promo
well,
running right now.
you'll have probably
They're
found
not
it in
even
the
here.
link in the
Oh,
description
can they?
while you were
Yeah, yeah.
undoubtedly searching for the
Guys,
like
go buy
button and
gamer subs.
subscribing to my
10%
channel.
off is my code.
So thank you, you handsome son of a
Yes.
You guys are evil.
Does it let you change your vote?
Come on, guys. Oh,
You guys are all too honest.
Why doesn't it shock me that the Australian is trying to deceive someone?
oh, it's moving. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. See if the
There's
chat's on board.
79 now.
All right, there we go. Chair stream
Oh.
says Darkman. I'm back.
Next time, guys. Next time.
Abandon says Bav is always in them. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for you, Abandon? I feel like Bav has earned like a permanent seat on the roundtables.
You guys need to let Sav know if you've had enough of me, so we can kick me off.
Tell you
Ready?
what.
Watch this. Everybody
Tell you
go
what.
yay.
No. I don't even Bav, I don't even care if they've had enough of you. You're a permanent fixture on the roundtables, brother.
That's gay.
And he is our chief grilled cheese officer.
Yes.
That is true.
Yeah, when it comes to like, when is the perfect time to have a grilled cheese, Bav is the consultant you need on hand.
Middle of the round table.
Yeah. I don't know what just happened.
Well,
I'm clicking stuff I shouldn't be clicking right now.
Didn't see you there. Can you imagine? If I stopped
hold
the
on,
video
guys.
Right here to tell you.
My bad. I was clicking stuff I shouldn't have clicked. Bandit says, no, keep Bav. Okay. Bav has to stay on it forever, says Blind Fury. So you're safe, Bav. They're not booting you off the round table. T Burton says, Sav, I'm down to help test an IRL stream setup. Okay. Yeah, dude. T-Bird lives close by, so maybe we need to try something like that. Get T-Bird out. We'll do a IRL stream. That'd be fun. Is anybody within like 2 hours of the upstate of South Carolina? I know you are, Ian, but like, what about like, are there any viewers here within like 2 hours of the upstate of South Carolina? Click the leak GTA 6 button. I don't know if I have a button like that, Famous. If I did, I would have smashed that thing a long time ago.
Joe Mama, if Bav isn't on, I'll unsub.
There you go. If Bav isn't on, I'll unsub. I love it. Do we have? Let's check. I want to check real quick. Check the server and see if there's any more voice messages. Nope, we don't have any more. T. Burton was the last one, so I guess nobody wants to leave me any voice messages tonight. Everybody's a little gun shy on the voice messages. We got 4. I figured that's that's pretty good for the first time doing it. I'll take it.
Oh, somebody says they're from Orlando. Yeah, we gotta find someone from Miami that knows our way around.
Shifty Diaz. Do we trust somebody with the name Shifty? Shifty Diaz.
He's
I feel like
Hunter.
He's like, yeah, I got you guys. I made you a reservation at a local motel. We show up and it's like super sketchy.
And Ambrosia, the motel name.
No, more like Port Gellhorn, dude. More like
Oh
Port
yeah,
Gellhorn.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got more like Gellhorn vibes. Hooligan says Snarko Bav question. All right, shoot, Hooligan. Let's see what you got. Shitty Diaz says I was Zayden's. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Zayden's good people. Alpha Caleb says, what do you reckon the third trailer will be about? Somebody mentioned the other day that they thought it would be like a travel advertisement for like a local travel agency representing Leonida. I think that'd be a really cool idea. I'm kind of, I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think? I'm kind of like overseeing story stuff. I'd rather see more like what's going on with the map.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be more map. It's been main character focused for the past 2. So if it could be more outsider third person view, like, you know, maybe our character, our representation, you know what I'm saying, flying in.
Yeah.
Or maybe it could be an online character. I really don't know. It could go many different ways.
Yeah, I don't see them doing anything with online until like well after launch, but like I can definitely see them maybe mixing it up and doing something slightly different. Like we don't necessarily need any more story context.
Right.
You know, like we've gotten pretty much everything we need to know as far as the story. Anything else I think would probably be too spoiler heavy. But I would definitely love to see more about the map, you know. So if they frame it as like a travel ad, that could work.
Honestly, it could be a Brian. It could plug into more business operations stuff, showing us more of like what we're going to be doing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like side characters, more stuff about like Booby Ike, Brian, Callum.
Yeah, showing us running cargo and all that, you know?
Yeah.
Like what
I could get behind that.
Became a cop. Drug smuggling.
Yeah, drug smuggling. That's exactly right. Yeah. No, the drugs come in from the southern coast. They don't come from Bahamas. You know, they come up from South America, Venezuela, Cuba, all that stuff.
But sometimes they use the Bahamas as a docking point, and then come over from the Bahamas as.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Hooligan, what did he ask? Can either of you tell this Joker to do the? Oh God, I think he's talking about you, Seb.
What did he say? Can either of you tell this Joker to do the reaction? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Hooligan posted something he wanted me to react to earlier. Hooligan, is it safe or are you going to get me in trouble? Bav, actually, I trust you, Bav. Will you check and see the thing that he posted in the SAV Scissor Squad admin chat earlier and see if that's safe for me to play on stream? I want to trust you, Hooligan. I really do. I want to trust you, but I can't. Because you've
a video that he wants to look.
Yeah, he said, "Would this be worthy?" at Sav in the admin chat.
Have a look. It's already gross.
He says it's safe. I promise.
Oh.
No go.
Can I give you a theory of mine?
Yeah. What you got?
Okay, so you were talking about the expanded map earlier, like we don't know up north.
Yeah.
What if they just threw a curveball in trailer 3 and just showed like Liberty City?
Oh, dude. I mean, you want to talk about? Yeah, you want to talk about like the internet like erupting into like, oh my God, this game's way bigger than we thought. I don't
think they'll show
unplug.
I think they need to keep some of the like secrets, you know.
I think that'd be showing their hand too early. If they are eventually planning on doing something like that, I don't know that they would announce it in trailer 3, but I will say like the idea of Liberty City being involved in Grand Theft Auto 6 in some way, shape, or form, I'm 100% on board for. I just don't know how they'd implement that. You know, like the idea of doing Vice City alone and all the stuff that they're putting in it is pretty intense already as it is. Like trying to factor in like Liberty City with like modern graphics engines and, you know, missions and story, you know, stuff like that could be pretty intense.
The thing we always have to remember, right? GTA started off as Project America. What is Project America? What was
large? I'll tell you what it is. Yeah. Project America's, as quoted in the Bloomberg report from 2022, is large swaths of North and South America. That's what they were planning. So, that is a direct quote from Rockstar devs, is reported by Bloomberg in 2022. So if they apply that, and the interesting part about that quote is that they said that they obviously had to scale back to make sure they could deliver the full game experience on time, but they 100% plan on expanding the map post-launch. That's why I'm so firmly on board with this, Leonida being attached to a mainland theory. I don't know if I'm willing to die on that hill, but I'm pretty damn close. You know what I mean?
Do you think there'll be any tie to like Red Dead Redemption? If they're going south, imagine I think this is where you're talking about the story mode earlier. People are thinking that there's not going to be expansion to story mode. I agree with you, Sav, is that there will be, because if they're adding South America, that's where Red Dead is around in that area. So I think that would be insane if there was a mission of finding an artifact from Red Dead 1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean that would be really cool. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that whatsoever, but it's what facets of Red Dead Redemption 2 would we get, and the only thing that I could think of that really makes sense is I forget the name of the city that's kind of like New Orleans in Red Dead Redemption 2. Somebody help me out.
Saint Denis.
Yeah, Saint Denis. Thank you. Yeah. So if they did a modern take on Saint Denis, gave us a little bit of New Orleans, that would be the perfect first map expansion for GTA 6, right? Imagine Leonida is the state of Florida. Louisiana isn't far away, right? So if they plan on doing an extension to the map and they move towards a fictional or a Saint Denis or something like that, that would be a perfect way to implement another large city that has some roots in Rockstar lore that would give us a little bit of that nostalgia bump and also give us something new to explore as they work their way up and over to the east towards Liberty City or something like that down the road. I don't think we're getting a GTA 7 anytime soon, folks. I really don't. Yeah. I think we're moving towards a always online sort of model. Who's that? Who just joined? Hooligan, what's good, Hooligan? I thought maybe it was Rob for a second, because we've been practically begging him to hop in here. He's in the chat. He said Liberty City will happen. My vote is not changing. He's firmly on board with Liberty City being in GTA 6. I mean, I love the idea. I don't know that it'll happen.
I think you heard the point. We were saying trailer. I think he thought it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some cutscenes, Lucia's backstory or something like that. Maybe. I don't think we're getting a fully explorable, fully realized Liberty City for GTA 6. At least not at launch. I'm not ruling it out.
Liberty City, I think they'll do it. If they were to do it, I think it'll be like GTA San Andreas, where a mission takes place there in a small portion of the map, not the entire thing.
Well, actually, I can add this little bit of knowledge: is they made RP servers delete it. They had a port for it. I mean, you guys probably know that.
Yeah.
And if they made them remove branded vehicles but let them keep non-branded vehicles, what does that mean for Liberty City? Does that mean it's bad and they don't want it involved because, you know what I'm saying? It's hurting GTA 5 or whatever?
I don't know. I mean, Rockstar, you're talking about the same company. Well, yeah, but you're talking about the same company that literally fought 5M for so long and sent private investigators to the owner of the 5M server's house. You know what I mean? So this isn't necessarily a fully. I gotta be careful with how I word this. They don't necessarily think long term in terms of what could be great for the company as far as what's good financially, because if they were, they probably wouldn't have fought 5M so hard early on unless their plan from the beginning was to convert that over to Project Rome and they were developing that at the time. But I just don't know that was necessarily the case. I think that probably came after. They probably saw the success of 5M and said, we need to do this internally. Screw these guys. Let's go buy this company and harvest its organs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so pennies to them, So
yeah, I mean, I think it was $10 million. I think is what they paid for 5M, and they ended up that was the original deal. I think they only ended up paying $5 million because of something happened with the deal. It didn't go through the way it was supposed to or something. Yeah.
They're oh, we'll make that next week. Yeah, we could do that.
They're making $500 or $500 million a year on GTA Online. That's pocket change. You know what I mean? So, see you, T-Bird. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. I appreciate you. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's something deeper going on, and as far as Rockstar's UGC plans, it's going to be something that knocks everybody off their seats. Personally,
what do you guys want to build? I haven't heard your guys' plans. If there's something you think of building.
Dude, I haven't even had the time to like creatively look at it from that perspective. But I love the idea of having like some kind of like Undead Nightmare version of GTA 6. That's cool.
Be cool.
I like that. I like a survival kind of experience. Like imagine if you could recreate like The Last of Us in GTA 6. You know what I mean? Or all the different competitions or
server RP player interaction based, because it's not going to be death trap speed runs like Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to do that in an open world game like GTA 6. So if I were to guess, and this is just my guess, like I said, it'll probably go more interaction based, like Red Dead.
But
building a farm or something,
But you could absolutely create like imagine a what do you call that? Not extraction shooter, but battle royale. Imagine a battle royale in Vice City. You could easily create that with UGC. You know what I mean? Yep. You're talking about like a plane that flies overhead and everybody jumps out of it. That's pretty relatively easy to code if they give us the tools for it.
Fortnite and GTA 6.
Yeah, and then a circle that like closes in and starts on one side. Like you could easily have battle royales in Vice City. Anything like that. And that's what I'm saying. It's like literally the possibilities are endless. And
they did try a battle royale mode in GTA Online. It didn't do too well.
See, that's what I'm saying. But here's the thing. Like UGC wasn't a thing then. Like imagine if there's money on the line. Imagine like as a small creator or a small dev studio, a team of people that want to get together and like actually create some content that has a chance of like making real money. I mean, you're slightly more invested if you have the potential to make money from it, are you not?
Yeah. It's nice too. I mean, for all of our mods, I pitched out of my YouTube pocket. I paid for all that to keep the videos moving, so it was kind of stressful at times to have to spend money for dev teams. I mean, I had 2-3 guys full time, I think, in 2023. So, we were forking out a lot of money, and it was just to keep the channel running in a sense, because my channel ran on mods. So, it would have been nice to recoup that, but it really is not. There's no way to do that in Farm Sim, but GTA is a different story. It's just more scalable. There's more players, everything,
It's a massively different story. And, when you implement something like UGC and you hand over the dev tools to like hundreds of millions of players that, are arguably just as creative or intuitive as, your lead devs working on DLC or whatever, and they have more time to put in and, they have more of a personal reason or personal investment in doing it. It's not just because they're working their salary job, it's because they want to create something that truly represents the game mode that they want to. Oh, Rob's in we need to pull Rob. Rob, I didn't know you were in there, buddy. I'm sorry. I just saw you sitting in the waiting room, dude. You there?
Interrupt.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
What's up, dude? I just saw you sitting in the waiting room. I'm like, oh shit, we need to pull him in here. Sorry, I literally just saw you.
Don't even trip, man. It's all good.
Yeah. Do you not have the creator role in this? Yeah, you do. You have content creator role. You should have been able to. Were you not able to join this chat?
No, the only thing that was there was the waiting room. But to be fair, I'm very comfortable in a waiting room.
I will check for you now, Sav.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I want anybody that is content creator, YouTuber, whatever, be able to like just join the on-air chat whenever. We were just talking about UGC and like the possibilities behind it.
But man, don't get me hard so early in the night.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I think I'm as intoxicated tonight as you were last night.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
I've consumed a little too much whiskey this evening, but we're hanging in there. We're all right.
You know, honestly, if I'm being completely transparent, I don't think there's enough intoxication in the content creator streaming community. I think we're all far too sober on a regular basis when we present our ideas to the public.
Yeah, we should do a maybe. It's hard. I would love Bav to get in on this, but like he would be like legit day drinking if he was streaming with us.
That's a good point, man.
With those guys, I'll hang out, but you guys do it every dono drunk. Drink.
Yeah, dude. I would love to do like let's get hammered and talk GTA 6 and like run theories by each other, Rob. That would be a lot of fun to do.
I'm into that 100%, and I'll tell you the truth. I think I mentioned last night, it's hard to remember, but I think I mentioned that the first time I drank on stream at all wasn't even intentional. I was finishing dinner, and I was like having some wine with my wife for dinner, and then they just kept dropping donos telling me to drink more, and I took to the peer pressure very poorly, and absolutely completely killed a bottle of wine by myself, and just they had me slow walking across the San Andreas map, like just to the music, absolutely smashed in. I never would have come up with that idea on my own.
That's how it works, man. You start off with like one glass with good intentions, and then before you know it, you're 4 or 5 glasses in, you're like, oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah, I think I ended that stream with no shirt on, but I'd have to go check.
Yeah.
What?
Dark Bam is. Where's Bav? Is he still making a grilled cheese sandwich? Because Dark Bam is asking if he's seen Tropic Thunder yet. Rob, I'm curious what you think about. You haven't seen it yet, Rob. What do you think about Tropic Thunder? What is your opinion on Tropic Thunder? I'm really curious. Coming from a screenwriter, Hollywood guy.
I'm a diehard fan of just about everybody who's in that movie. I love that movie. It's awesome. It came out the same year as Pineapple Express, which is another one of my favorite films. And they were competing for the release weekend. I think one of the things that's heavily slept on that people don't realize is how absolutely genius Ben Stiller is. Like, because he gets a lot of the credit for his goofy acting stuff, you know, Dodgeball and Tropic Thunder stuff, like, but that dude is like director and writer wise, like maybe one of the most brilliant people in Hollywood. Like that dude's a genius, and a lot of people just don't realize it because he doesn't take a lot of credit for that. But like, dude, he made the show Severance.
I was getting ready to say, didn't he make Severance? Yeah, I mean that's...
there's a guy who like wrote and created it, but Ben essentially like directed the majority of those episodes, and that show's barely funny ever. It just shows how like versatile he is. He's a genius.
Yeah, he's definitely really good. I would love to see like, and I know that it's probably never gonna happen, but I would love to see a Tropic Thunder 2. And I just saw the guy that played the rapper from the movie, he was being interviewed on some talk radio station or something. He was talking about
Jackson.
Yeah, Brandon T. Jackson. He's talking about his pitch for Tropic Thunder 2. And I was like, oh, dude, I could totally get behind that. Like, the movie industry is like, you know, failing, and the last big hit that they had was Tropic Thunder, so they decided to get the band back together, and they, you know, put them back in the same environment to sort of get the same reaction and everything. Like, I could see something like that.
There's not a single miscast role in that movie. It's perfect. Like Tom Cruise, Bill Hader, Danny McBride, like everybody in that movie is a killer.
Yeah. Even Nick Nolte, dude. The fact that they got the fact that they got him to play, what's his name? Oh my god, dude, I'm drawing a blank on the actual character's name in the film.
Yeah, I don't remember, but he crushes that.
Yeah, it is perfect. It's perfect. You gotta put him in the shit.
So good.
Oh, it's great, dude. I love it. Yeah, we need a Tropic Thunder 2 at some point.
All right, I gotta hop, guys, because I gotta go do a thing. But I love you all very much, and I just want to say what's up.
You starting your stream?
Yeah, just a few minutes.
Okay, I'll pop in there here in a few minutes. I'm about to end mine. So, guys, if you guys are watching me right now, my stream is about to end here in a couple minutes. You guys need to go click over on Vinyl Public Access and watch this stream. Super entertaining, fun to watch, hilarious. You guys will get some good context for Grand Theft Auto's history and lore and all that stuff. He's got all that over there. So, Go
Thank you,
subscribe
man.
to
I
Vinyl Public
appreciate
Access.
that. It's gonna be real gay tonight, so hop on over and get gay with us.
There you go. If you're interested in that. I can't think of a
See
better
you
pitch.
there, gay boys.
Oh, dude, that dude's hilarious.
Show the reaction video.
Oh yeah. Hooligan. Sorry. Wait, hold on, Bab. Did you give me the all clear on that? Is it safe, Bab?
It's
safe. Nothing too bad. It's just weird.
Nothing too bad. It's just
funny.
weird. Okay.
It's
All right. Let's go down here. All right. I don't know about this, but let me go to downloads. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. One sec. All right. This is interesting. Let's go over to small cam here. All right, this is what Hooligan wanted me to watch and react to. So if this is extremely weird, you guys can blame him. All right, here we go. That's disgusting. That's gross. That's gross, Hooligan.
Oh hell no! What the fuck?
That's what you came up with. That's what you came up with. Okay, all right.
You're banned.
That's where the ban hammer.
You are a worthless piece of shit! Get out of my face!
You're fired.
I'm sorry, chat, for everybody that had to witness that. That's Hooligan's fault. You can blame him. Oh my god. Okay. I think it's been a fantastic Whiskey Wednesday. Thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad we had Ian drop by, Bav, Meeks, had some folks in the chat. Guys, pay attention to the website. Thermic, can you give them like a rough ETA? We won't hold you to it, but like a rough ETA on when 2.0 is expected to roll out?
I'm hoping by Friday is my goal. If not Friday, definitely this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, so sometime between Friday and Monday, you guys can probably expect to see the 2.0 version of the website roll out. I'll keep you updated if he finishes that. I will go ahead and put out a community note to let you guys know that the new website is up and rolling. Lot of how would you describe the update?
I would say it's a complete redesign of the features that already exist and making them more user-friendly and just usable. So you guys are more likely to find it on the site and more likely to use it.
Perfect. Well, that's what we wanted. We wanted ease of use, and everybody to be able to come across those features. And we're also opening some things up. So some things that were gated off before are going to be opened up a little bit, and there's going to be some cool stuff for you guys to check out. So I'll keep you in the loop on that within the next few days. I'll let you guys know when that rolls out. But thank you to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys. It was an awesome Whiskey Wednesday. I will be streaming again on Friday. I don't know exactly what we're going to do on Friday for Freaky Friday. Maybe some more repo, maybe something else. I've got a demo. I can't even talk. I got a demo for Subliminal that I've been wanting to play, so maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'll be live again here in a couple of days. I appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat. Thank you to everybody that is a member of the channel. Thank you for all the donos. Thank you guys for the concurrent views and everything else. I appreciate you guys. I hope everybody has an awesome Thursday, and I will see you guys on Friday. Have a good one, fellas.